They are making a difference in the lives of kids and communities around them, which is kind of the role that most South African women seem to take on as their responsibility.
Yeah.
They're doing it on a scale that we need to support. Absolutely love it.
Absolutely do, G-Man. So listen up, this is what's ahead this morning. First up, we're going to be finding out how NPO Activate Her empowers girls in Khayelitsha through sports. Now, you know this part, the power of sports. And on top of this, we're going to show you a little taster with Carissa, also going through and being taken through a movement session. So you definitely will dive in that conversation to start
Have
today.
we asked her yet?
I don't know, but she better be ready.
We've signed you up, girl. We have signed you up.
It's going to change right now.
That is a part of our Women Who Inspire series, which has been brilliant. We meet Anel Wesson from AfriPaw, who supports pet owners in informal settlements with dog and cat taxi initiative. Now, there is a massive network that is working within this space, doing so much, not just for the animals, but for the people, because the two are forever entwined, and I love it. So we're going to empower them as well.
Oh, I can't wait for that. You know, always got a soft spot for those furry love animals. But we've also got the entertainment box ticked massively today. We're going to put 2 ticks in it because we've got singer Leah, who chats with us about her new single, Anho. And it doesn't stop there. Like I promised you, another tick coming through because we have the team from Eminem Music who are performing Arts Academy, and they are also here to show off their talent. So we are in for some blockbuster entertainment this morning. I cannot wait for it.
There was a lot going on in that photo. As a sneak peek of like an outfit coming through the studio, there was a lot happening. So I think we must brace ourselves. But of course, we do temper this craziness. I want to say with some sanity, but she was crazy all last week. So I'm assuming she's going to be crazy this week again. And we love it because she fits right in. Very good morning, my friend Car. How you doing?
Good morning, gents. It's so good to be back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Happy Monday. And listen, we're talking about a Fashion Monday in particular. You know, transitional seasons are coming up. We're in August going into September. But when it comes to transitioning from autumn, winter into the warmer seasons, we want to have a little bit of fun. So I need your help to pick between 2 looks. And I've got some straight leg denims in 2 different variations that I need you to jump in on, help me on. So the first option is a day to night look. Absolutely stunning. We've got the straight white leg jeans. And then that kind of pairs with the white with this beautiful black detail on the neck. Not only that, we also have the pinstripe detail with this linen jacket pairing up with a black pair of shoes. I love a pointy heel, and it's got a kitten. It's got a kitten heel. Okay, then we move on to this, cozy into our Canadian tuxedo. And this is a dark blue straight leg denim. It's got a little bit of stretch on it as well, which I love. We're going to use a scarf as a belt detail. And then we've got the Melton cropped jacket. I'm here for this entirely. And I wonder if this is something you would go for, a little bit more casual, paired up with some chunky loafers. You've got 2 options, and I wonder which one you will go for. It's going to be really exciting to see how you get in touch with us across our socials. You can find us at Expresso Show. Remember to use that hashtag, though, styled by Woolies. And we're going to move from this into this. I'm leaning towards the white denims. I know it's a little bit taboo, but I think paired with the jacket, it's just going to look chef's kiss. But it's not about me. It is about the options you want to go for. So let us know across our social media which fashion option we're going for today. We'll check in with that a little bit later. For now, though, let's get into some official duties. Here's your news.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to your choice, Mzansi. You never disappoint. But for now, I'm going to make a choice for you and start off with official duties. Now, diving into national headlines first, police are investigating how 90 undocumented Ethiopian nationals were trafficked to South Africa. Now, they were found locked in rooms in Sunningdale Ridge, Johannesburg, and have been rescued and taken to the hospital. Now, National Police spokesperson Brigadier Atlenda Mate says 2 alleged human traffickers were arrested. Now, a multidisciplinary team led by the Special Task Force was tracing a kidnapping victim when they discovered the undocumented nationals. Now, among them was kidnapped victim taken in Benoni last Tuesday afternoon, with ransom demands subsequently immediately made to his family. Well, carrying on with national headlines, the National Health Department reports 2 new Mpox cases in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal. Now, this raising the national total to 24. Now, despite 3 deaths, 19 patients have recovered. And Mpox caused by the Mpox virus presents symptoms like skin rash, swollen lymph nodes, fever, and muscle aches. On top of this, spokesperson Foster Mohale says and states that contact tracing and monitoring are ongoing, urging identified contacts to cooperate with health officials for screening and possible diagnosis. Now, this cooperation is crucial to prevent further transmission of this treatable and preventable disease. Well, moving to international headlines, and Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his first public comments since protests began last week, called on citizens to halt demonstrations where at least 13 people have been killed. Now, thousands have protested against the high cost of living and severe economic crisis, with inflation at 28-year high, around 34%. Now, in a televised address, Tinubu urged for dialogue and announced a new plan aimed at benefiting the youth and the economy. Now, protesters are demanding reductions in fuel prices and solutions to the economic crisis. Well, next up, at least 76 people have died in Bangladesh amid escalating clashes between police and anti-government protesters. Now, the unrest has intensified as students and leaders launched a campaign demanding Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's resignation. Now, in Sirajganj, thousands attacked a police station, resulting in the deaths of 13 officers. Now, what began as a protest against civil services job quotas has expanded into a broader anti-government movement. Now, both police and supporters of the ruling party have used live ammunition, while police have also employed tear gas and rubber bullets. Now, the death toll since July exceeds 270. Well, next up, mostly something that can, I think, lift our spirits a bit after those headlines. While most Olympic divers anxiously twiddle their thumbs at the Aquatic Centre in Paris, Tom Daley, the 30-year-old from Great Britain, and that's the Team GB diver, who won his 5th Olympic medal earlier this week in his 5th straight Olympics, twiddles his knitting needles. Now spotted again knitting during the women's synchronized 3-meter springboard final, the gold medalist revealed his hand-knitted Paris-themed jersey. And that's a sweater, actually. Now, this charming creation features red, white, and blue hues, with the flag trim alternating between France's tricolour and Britain's Union Jack. Now, the chest features Paris 24, with an Eiffel Tower inspired, and the number 5 on the sleeve, which nods to his 5th Olympic participation. So incredible stuff. Now, Tom's Instagram, at Made With Love by Tom Daley, delights over 1 million followers with updates on his cozy creations knitted during every spare moment in Paris. Incredible stuff to see what you can do with your spare time. I wonder what you're going to get up to. But for now, though, speaking of Olympics, here's all the latest action with the G-Man.
And boy, were they fast last night. We have to start with one of the biggest moments in sporting history, never mind the Olympics. And this has been a shining Olympics as yet, but we've got to get there. The men's 100-meter sprint final was won by America's Noah Lyles. And of course, he had to outdip Jamaican Kashane Thompson to win by 5 thousandths of a second. Talk about a photo finish in a time of 9.784 seconds. Then heartbreak for South Africa's Akane Simbine, who was yet again edged out of a medal. Not even a new national record of 9.82 was enough to make up the 100th of a second to American Fred Curdy in what ended up being a very fast and very close field. But he certainly did us proud. Then the night before, of course, we saw St. Lucia celebrating as Julie and Alfred won their first ever medal, and she did it storming to gold and storming right through the ladies' equally formidable lineup of sprinting stars the evening before. Incredible. Now let's stay at the Olympics, where Novak Djokovic has finally done it. He won his first Olympic gold medal by avenging his recent Wimbledon loss to defeat his, let's call it, modern rival Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 7-6 on the tiebreak in a pulsating match, some are hailing as the final of the year, adding that final one significant jewel missing from the 37-year-old's glittering crown as yet, who now has the career Golden Grand Slam. Then in a day of very close calls, Great Britain's Tommy Fleetwood had to settle for silver in the men's golf, falling agonizingly short of American world number 1 Scotty Scheffler, who underpinned that in yet another enthralling final. So after a day of more firsts, including Kayla Nemour winning Algeria's first ever gymnastics gold medal, and then of course more disappointment for Team South Africa with Ashley Moolman Passio placing 33rd in the women's cycling event. Let's take a look at the bigger picture. Here is where way the medal tally stands right now. The United States leading with 71 medals in total, followed by China, notably equal on 19 gold medals there, and then France being rewarded on home soil with a very impressive showing, just behind them, 41 total medals there. And then Team SA still propped up by Tatiana Smith's heroics in the pool, currently in 29th place with a total of 4 medals. Then, of course, throwing forward later today for Team South Africa, Wade van Niekerk kicks off his epic return to the Olympics alongside Sean Maswanganyi and Benjamin Richardson, and that's in the 200 meters, while Miranda Charlene Coetzee, she leads the ladies in the qualification charge for the 400 meters. Then Francois Prinsloo and Victor Hogan let fly with the discus, and then sport climbing stars Mel Janssen van Rensburg and Anja Holder, they enter the fray as well. Then the big one, the pinnacle of today's action, Prudence Sakoriso, she'll be going for gold in the 800 meter final. That's at around 9:45, or it's 9:47 to be exact. It's a massive, massive opportunity for Team SA in this incredible run. I mean, you can catch all the action live on all 3 SABC channels, SABC Radio right across our spread, and of course the brilliant SABC Plus. I think today is going to be a good day for Team SA. But right now, let's hope it's going to be a good day just for all South Africans. On the weather front, let's get the latest from Carissa.
Thank you so much, Gray. Yes, let's have a first look into your weather for this morning. And we start here. The South African Weather Service has released only one warning for today. Now, the Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds and waves, which could pose risks to small vessels and complicate sea navigation between Saldanha Bay and Kosi Bay. Now, the rest of the country is expected to experience mostly partly cloudy conditions. And that's where we wrap up our weather for this morning. But here is your first reminder to remember to share your morning views with us on 0634088863. Let's get this Monday kick-started on the best note. Just after 7 o'clock, we'll see how it's looking on your side of the world when it comes to your Monday morning. For now, let's have a look at what you can expect in your world of temperatures for today.
In my town.
Yeah, did I get my woodwork wrong?
People actually think that I come from Openton now. You know that, and people. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll have to wait to find out.
Is that what you call it?
Uppertonian. I like that. That makes a lot of sense. We are all here for South African Women this month, and we shouldn't just be focused on these incredible organizations during Women's Month, but what an opportunity to do that. So we're going to introduce you to Activate Her, an incredible organization using the power of sport.
Yes.
I love it because we know how much of a game changer completely, and this is in an area, Khayelitsha, that desperately needs it, but also is a hotbed of talent. Which
Absolutely. Now, we're speaking about transformations. I know you're going to be coming through and help transformate this.
Transformator.
Transformate me. I'm a transformer.
Initiate and engage, team assemble. But we're also going to be talking about the incredible transformation and the empowering impact that Chrysalis Academy are having on their youth. It's a place that I play at, and it's incredible work that's happening. Really, really incredible story, and something that's going to tick that box of inspiration. So, Mzansi, we're ready for a uplifting moment, then you don't want to go anywhere. Some good stuff coming straight after this.
See you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning, Mzansi. Welcome to this is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Opening up at S3 and diving into brilliant conversation, especially when it comes to the incredible work our women are doing. And this morning is like no other, G-Man. I can't wait for this because we're sitting down with members of Activate Her. Now, this is a non-profit empowering girls aged 3 to 14 years old in Khayelitsha through sports. And we were speaking about the power of this. It's so pertinent right now, man.
It is massive, and we need these opportunities to shine a light because more girls need to see this happening. And we're going to explore how they foster life skills, leadership, health, those vital skills that are going to carry these young girls further, breaking gender stereotypes right down and creating positive community leaders. And Adele Brugman now joins us, the founding director, and Aganati Mankunyana, the coach of Activate Her, joins us in studio having a good chuckle about how I butchered both of your names there. But don't worry, we will transformate yours. How does the word go?
Transformate.
Transformate. Guys, thank you so much. You've joined us on a crazy city day, and we love that. We love this kind of energy. And you must be surrounded by this kind of energy every day. Aloha, talk to us about what you guys do. Who wants to introduce the concept?
I'll do a quick intro. So Activate Her really just seeks to claim back the space of sports for girls and normalize that participation in a really joyful, playful way, but not just in the traditional vein of sports, really just exposing girls to all of the different ways we can move and celebrate our bodies and just have fun doing it.
Completely be empowered. through that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I love that because, like you said, being empowered has powerful effects on our future, right? But in order to do that, you've got to face certain challenges, and many of those are affecting young women in Khayelitsha right now.
Yeah.
How do you tie that sort of work that you're doing into the positive impact of addressing these unique challenges that a lot of these females are facing right now?
Okay, you want to take
Ganata, you obviously
Yes,
have
I
insight on
can
this.
take it. As I'm a coach, so we encourage girls that through play you can also learn, you can also achieve some challenges, even the future challenges that you will face. Because in sport, we teach them discipline, we teach them to build their confidence, we teach them to know, to have ubuntu, like take care of others.
We're a
and we
team,
teach them that even if you are a girl, you have the power to conquer whatever that you want to conquer, especially now in our days. Like I grew up knowing that girls only play netball. I was not exposed to play soccer. I was not exposed to play rugby. I was not exposed to play that. But in Activator, we make all that for them to enjoy it, and it's age appropriate. Each game is created for their age, from 3 to 14 years.
It's the on button. It really is. It can be such a powerful notion because you can do so much. And I've got a huge amount of respect for what you're doing because we know firsthand how real life can get in Khayelitsha. And maybe you can both respond to this. But for me, this plays out in a big scale. Yeah, we're doing amazing big things, but it's each individual journey where it really comes to bear. Are there any examples that you hold on to when you need a little extra inspiration to keep going? Success stories, maybe within the field of those that you've helped?
So this is a funny one because it's such a simple example. But for me, one day I was at class and we were just playing a game of like tossing the ball, working on our catching, throwing. And one little girl was really nervous to catch the ball. And, you know, like when you're trying new things, it's scary the first few times. And I think particularly for girls, it's really challenging to overcome that mindset and be like, I might fail at this.
Yeah.
And so as one of her friends was about to pass her the ball, she's like, don't throw it to me, I can't do this. And her friend turns to her and she says, you've got this. Remember what we say when we start our class every day at Activate Her? It's like, I'm strong, I'm confident. And it's such a silly, simple example, but like I almost started crying because I was like, they are opting into exactly what Activate Her is all about. It's not about being the best athlete at all, but it's just about knowing like we have to try things and we have to get out there and we have to have our friends back us up and believe in us and to me, it's a simple example, but that is really what we're trying to do.
Because it's such a normal thing.
Yes,
It's such a
exactly.
normal thing in an area where you would be amazed at how abnormal every kind of social norm is.
Right.
So that is amazing. I get that.
Yeah.
That is awesome, man. I love that.
And I love the fact that you're using something simple yet effective. I call it simple. Simple, effective.
I'm going to write that one down as well.
We're making up lots of terms today because the impact of this is incredible, and especially for me, I'm an advocate of sport. The amount of impact it can have on you, it's not just a game. It's literally like the skills you were mentioning now, Nati, is something I think plays into that realm of being a leader, being someone, like you mentioned, Ubuntu, being able to work with each other. How do you think you are developing these sort of leadership skills and qualities through something as simple, as you mentioned, like play, which in actual fact is far from simple?
The question again?
So it's basically about the real impact in terms of those touch points. Like, we're talking about leadership. How are you implementing
How do you
growing
get
leadership?
that?
How are you getting these skills through not just the game, but drawing that bridge between it's a game, but also something that can be implemented in real life?
Yes. Oh, okay. Like we have the lesson plans that
Yeah.
we have. We have the curriculum that we follow. It tells you everything about the game and how to implement it to girls and what benefits they will get from that. So we know, and we have some trainings that we do. So exactly the time that we enter to the class, we know exactly what to do and we observe them. When we see a challenge, we are able to solve it that time that we're doing it. And also, we are also as coaches being motivated by the girls, what they do in the class. And we also learn from them because they do some new things that we never thought that they can do it. So that's all I can say. That I'm grateful that I'm the coach for them. That's all I can say.
We are grateful that
we are
you
grateful,
are the coach for them. I love the American accent. Where are you from, incidentally?
Well,
Originally, yeah.
from Cincinnati, Ohio, but I've been here for 12 years. And I used
wow.
to live in the Eastern Cape, and I've made my way to Cape Town, so yeah. It's home for me here now.
I love it. We can bring a little bit of that American self-belief into the
Yeah,
sporting
I
frame
think
here.
so.
with absolute pleasure. I'm just looking at that medals tally in my head, but you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't see it happening around you, as much as we take this as a complete privilege and we just take it for granted every single day, if you haven't seen someone who looks like you achieving in sport, you're not going to set that target. But it's the magic that happens in between that is really amazing. So thank you so much to both of you. We're going to keep Activate Her's details up on our socials. Well, for the rest of the year, I think, never mind just Women's Month, but go and support in whatever way you can. Thank you, ladies. Absolutely
Thank
brilliant.
you.
What an inspiration, not only for Women's Month, but beyond this. And speaking about inspiring you this Monday morning, we're going to take you on a journey to the Chrysalis Academy, where a group of young men have undergone an incredible program designed to build resilience, leadership, and also a brighter future. Now, the uplifting story is one of transformation and empowerment, and also highlights the power of community, not only that, dedication, as well as personal growth. Let's take a look.
Today, we bring you a heartfelt and inspiring story from right here at Chrysalis Academy. Now, this is where 220 young men are about to graduate from a life-changing 3-month program. And they arrived here from as early as May with big hopes and aspirations. And over the last 3 months have gone through rigorous training, outdoor adventure, as well as community service, all in aid of building resilience, skill, and leadership amongst these young men. And of course, it is an exceptional occasion for it. It's been supported by the dedicated staff at Chrysalis, and along with these young men's parents, this truly is testament to holistic youth development.
Today is graduation day. I'm so excited. Words are inadequate to express how I feel. I'm over the moon. Everybody's over the moon. The spirit is high. It's overwhelming. And this is a day that we've all been working so hard to get to. We literally woke up at 4 o'clock today just for this graduation day. And I can't wait to go out there into society, go back into community, interact with them, show them and prove to them that I am worth something in life and I am somebody. Give and teach other people the skills that have been taught and instilled in me by the Chrysalis Academy, and make Chrysalis Academy proud, as they are now my family.
My favorite moments at Chrysalis on my journey here were for 2 weeks. Outdoor phase. We did hiking for the whole 2 weeks. And in the midst of the 2 weeks was a 24-hour solo and fasting. So that was the highlight for me, that I experienced something very special, something very spiritual with myself, connecting with my inner self.
I didn't have patience at all until I arrived here. I've learned patience through every phase that we've gone through. There's always a matter of patience that is always needed. Through grilling that we were doing, there's a matter of patience that's needed as well to get the moves right. So patience is the most valuable skill that I said I can go with.
Chrysalis helped me to improve myself, to become a better person, how to treat other people, and it learned me about professionalism and integrity.
Guys, we've made it. The 3 months were almost suffering, but yet exciting, and we came through. We went through all the ups and downs. We've seen mountains and views that we never thought we would see before. And with that, I'm gladly to have shared with you guys this journey. And in the words of King Julius Caesar, Veni Vidi Vici, I came, I saw, I conquered. Das Vidania.
What has inspired me to be CEO of Chrysalis Academy? There are many things. The biggest is that at Chrysalis, we work in that intersection between individual transformation, family transformation, and societal transformation. And I really love that space because you can't have individual transformation without influencing the family and then influencing society. And I find working in that space extremely rewarding because we can see once people become switched on, you know, that's the catalyst for their career. How do we ensure that our program remains relevant for young people is quite a big challenge. But I think the key thing that we do, we listen deeply to young people. What are they saying? What is their heartbeat? What are their desires? So that's the first thing we do to remain relevant. We listen deeply.
I'm so proud of him for graduating at Chrysalis today because he pushed through, he made it. I'm just so excited to see him today. Just that he's achieved something and I know he's going to make the best of the future.
Now, as we witness the graduation of these young men out here at Chrysalis Academy, we are reminded of the profound impact that hard work, training and community support has to create a brighter future for all these young men. So congratulations to all the graduates, and here's hoping that the new skills that you developed can impact the community that you return to. Well done.
Wow, dude, what a gateway to go through.
Yeah.
Start as boys, come out as men.
Absolutely, and so
Wow.
truly, and men that can impact their communities, men that can empower those around them. And I think this is really the work that needs to be done for our youth, for everybody that needs a helping hand, that especially has been given up on. This is that last opportunity for them to make a change, and it's really happening in spaces like this. So I absolutely am proud of all the gents that have graduated, and here's to so many more of the Chrysalis staff putting the efforts into making more of this happen. Absolutely proud of this initiative, man. Beautiful stuff.
I love it. Glad why we're going to stay on exactly that arc of inspiration this morning. We've got the incredible team from Activate Her here this morning, and they're going to be putting one of our team through her paces. Carissa's going to have a little bit of fun, well, a whole lot of fun by the looks of it. But I have a feeling she's going to learn through this process as well, just like us, and we'll have a bit of fun with that after this.
And speaking of learning, we're going to hopefully learn and maybe help you learn how to make something special, a lunchbox special, and that's for the kids and for the adults. We're talking about a mini ham and cheese lunchbox, and it comes in the form of a quiche,
A wee little quiche,
A
man.
wee little quiche, and it's perfect for you right after this, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that looks good.
Only you can make my day.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you for spending your Monday morning with us. And listen, we're about to get into all things to do with fitness. You already know that anytime movement is involved, Carissa's there, especially when it gets me out of my comfort zone. And we've got Activate her here today. We've got Anganati as well as Adele, who are going to put me through the ringer when it comes to Jenga. But I also heard we have to get some hears going in the form of a mantra.
Yes.
Okay, what is this about, ladies?
This mantra is to motivate girls that they should know what to do before we start our class.
Okay.
So I will teach you how to do it.
Yes, please.
So we go at Activator.
At Activate her.
We work hard.
We work hard.
We play nicely.
We play nicely.
And we listen.
And we listen.
To our coach. And then you point at me. So they listen to me.
Yes.
We listen to our coach, Anganati.
Yes.
You better recognize.
Then we start to do our stretches, then we move, and then we do the game. So this is our main game to do. We can't do the stretches now, so we move to the game. So the rules of the game, we divide the girls into 2 groups. So they will choose any of these blocks. So the activity that they chose, they will allow their competitors to do it.
Okay.
The maximum amount of time of maybe 5 seconds to do it. And then if they do it right, then they change. The other team choose, and then we do it.
Okay, so how are we going to work here?
We're going to do team effort, but everyone's going to pull. If there's going to be a real interesting challenge if you knock it over.
Okay.
But I'll go first so that I can just show you how it goes. So it's a regular Jenga game. Let's see what, ooh, okay.
Nice.
All right, ooh, downward dog. Okay, 15 seconds downward dog. So I'll take that one for us.
Go for it.
Woo! Going nice downward dog. Get that stretch in.
Okay, I'm trying to count. There, 15
There we go.
seconds.
Nice.
Well done, Adele. Yes. All right.
Then you can go.
Okay, shall I go?
Yes.
Jenga, is it like a touch is a move, or can I feel?
Yep, you can
Yes,
touch it. You
touch
can
is a
touch
move.
it. Just don't knock it over.
Should I make it difficult for you guys?
Ooh, brave soul. What do we got here? Ah, windmill.
What's a windmill?
So you're gonna open your legs.
So open your legs, arms up. Oops, there we go.
Without breaking the
And
string?
we're just gonna crisscross.
Ah.
It's a nice little stretch you've got going.
Okay.
Some of these are just movement oriented. Some are a little bit more competitive, but
Okay. Well, I've
usually
done
it's a
4.
team activity.
6 more to go.
Yep.
4 more to go.
3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
See, it's more of a stretch than you realize.
All right, Anganati, you're up.
Anga, let's see it. Oh,
Oh, that middle is disappearing. Crunches.
Yeah.
crunches. Oh, okay.
So
You can put it back on top.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's see your crunches.
Let's see your crunches, Anganati.
Maybe just 3. Let's see 3. You've got it.
Coach, come on, Coach, lead the way. Get on the floor and do some crunches.
how to do it until I don't remember.
An ab crunch.
Oh,
an ab
other way, on the floor
Flip
with
it
your
over.
back.
With my back.
Yes, lie on the floor with your back.
There we go.
And
And crunch,
then
curl up. There
you
we
can touch
go.
my hands.
Teamwork, teamwork. Pull up, pull up.
Okay, I'll help you. 1, 3.
Well done, well done.
Good job. There you go. All right, one
All
more
right,
per
one
person,
more.
and then we'll announce the winner.
Perfect.
I'm joking.
I'm going for. Whew, it's getting a bit challenging here.
Make it tough. Make it difficult.
I don't want to lose. I'm too competitive for this. Oh, I like this one. Team hug.
For how long? For as long as we want. Oh, man. We feel the
There
love
we
right
go.
here. Okay, let's see. Here you go.
Oh, you've got the nails to help you there.
I do. The talons.
Skip around the room.
Skip around the room. Okay. Am I disappearing off camera doing this?
Good work, good work.
Let's go.
Beautiful
Good
skip.
job. Okay, Anganati, let's go. Oh, nice.
Wall sits.
Oh,
I will use this one.
That back needs to be against you. For how long? 20 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, good job, good job.
Okay, we made it work.
Oh my goodness. So I
Awesome.
assume the girls absolutely love doing this. It creates team spirit. You have fun while moving your body too.
Yeah, what's so funny is I never really anticipated how competitive all of our girls are, which is such a traditional gender role mindset. And I'm a very competitive non-athlete athlete, but our girls, any game you play, it's full-on competition
I'm here for
every
it.
day.
And it's young girls. You said what ages again?
So we start at 3
years
to just
old.
normalize physical activity because I think, you know, as you see with girls, the older you get, oftentimes they say, oh, I can't do that. Think about if you only have an opportunity to play sports in high school. If you've never been exposed, you're gonna show up and you're like, I don't want to join the football team.
And that's what happened to me. I was like, I'm actually a cultural kid. Movement's not for me.
Yeah. And so for our girls, it's like at 3, you're like, let's go, let's try this, let's do this. And also for the parents to just normalize that our girls, our daughters, we're gonna put them in sport. That's what they're gonna do.
Yes, and that's what we're here for. Activate her, 3 years old, even to your age right now. I hope you joined us, or at least were inspired to get your body moving today. Adele Anganati, thank you so much for being good team sports. Let's go. From the girlies to the gents, let's see what's going down in the kitchen.
Oh, the girlies, or let's say the ladies, absolutely slaying that one, giving us every reason to get behind and support that incredible initiative. So kudos to that, and kudos to anybody that's going to join us now for this kitchen fiasco. We're talking about some mini ham and cheese quiches, which I think are a lifesaver for busy parents looking for a quick and nutritious option for their kids and their school lunches. Maybe you can snack some in your own lunchbox too, but this is something that can happen with just a few simple ingredients and minimal prep. So you can now whip these quiches up and send off to your little ones to school in absolutely no time. So I brought in G-Man for this one because he's like the specialist when it comes to prepping school meals. How's it been on your side,
it's all about involving the kids.
Oh,
So you've done the first thing already. You've involved me in the process. No, you've got to get your kids invested in the process in some way or other. And a quiche is great because you can mix in a lot of different things. We've gone for, I would say this is a flavor profile that I love, but your kids have their kind of way. So if there's a couple of things that they can put in, some kids just love green or red pepper. Some kids love a bit of salami. You know, you've got to, if they've put it in there, they are that much more likely to eat the thing when it comes out the lunchbox. Otherwise, literally, they're going to just be running around showing everybody this beautiful smorgasbord, and then it's going to come home with them.
I like that,
but that being said, a quiche is great because it's easy, man.
It is easy indeed, and let's show you how easy it actually is. And I'm just thinking on that note as well, while I do mix these ingredients too, do you think you could use this as a way to like sneak in some vegetables or things like
we are. Like? Look at, we're doing it already.
Yeah.
I think a little bit of like a courgette snuck in here would be quite nice.
That's a good idea, actually, yeah. Well, look, this one is simple. Obviously, we're using and blending into some of the favorite flavor profiles. So I've got some eggs. Both the egg white and egg yellows are in this as well. We've got about like 8 eggs actually. A little bit of milk. That looks about like 150, 200 mils of milk roughly. And we're popping all of this together, which is really cool. So we've got some greens going in here. That's really going to kind of give that balance. Some ham in this one too. And like I think G and I was saying, we are using these ingredients specifically because they are like absolute winners and favorites for kids. But don't be too hesitant to add your own sort of favorites or sneak some of that extra vegetables that you made the night before into this.
For sure, dude.
That's actually a clever one. And yeah, we're pretty much just mixing this one all together. And yeah, I'm going to lend over to you, G-Man, because you're going to bring through the next
I'm the cheese graterer. It took me a long time to earn the privilege to be able to grate cheese in my house growing up. So it's a role that I take with great responsibility.
Was it a very esteemed role in the family?
It was, man. No, look, the graters have always freaked me out. So this is maybe the part part of the process. You don't want to give to the littlest
idea.
of the children here. But again, it's an action. It's something they can do. And this is where Ryder's on the money. This kind of flavor profile, we're using our full cream cheese. The cheddar flavor, for me, is the best for something like this because it's got a nuttiness. It's got sort of all the right kind of notes for me. But if there's a cheese that you love within the range, go for it. They've got white variations of this as well. The Gouda, which is slightly less nutty. There we go. And this, of course, with the ham and the tomato, is the perfect trio, man.
Oh, I can't say it any better. And literally, I'm like blown away by how easy this is coming together and how simple it is. What I'm doing now is taking all that stuff that I mixed together in this bowl and using a spoon to just gently put about maybe like 2 tablespoons worth of into
Yeah, because it is going to puff up a little bit,
I think so, yeah. Look, I've given this quite a big mix, so I've got a little bit of aeration in it. So that's definitely going to make it a little bit more puffy. But, G-Man, you've got the beautiful
I don't
part
even
of...
know if aeration is a real word. I'm pretty sure it is a real word, but you're on now you're on a rich vein of form this morning. Now, these are all going down, bro. They're going to be in the official words list for 2025. I have no doubt. And then we're just finishing off with the cheese, and I like the fact that the cheese can get a little bit crispy on top. So you've got the textures here. You've got the beautiful base, which is going to be obviously the pastry a little bit crispier. That's going to be... So I'm jumping the gun there.
No, it's fine. You can add
some cheese in the middle. Why not? Yeah.
You're not going to complain about that. And that could be something that you even create your own rendition with. I mean, you don't have to just have the cheese at the top. You can mix it into this already. Have like a cheesy sort of inside. And
you can even make little cheesy smiley faces on the top. And like I do a lot of boards because I can create a picture. And then the kids are like kind of, you know, constructing the picture as they're eating before they've even realized they've eaten, which is great.
I'm for that.
But anything that is quick, simple, that the kids can do, that doesn't create a massive amount of mess, he says as he throws the cheese on the floor, that's a win for me. But you can make quite a few of these as well, doing them this size.
Literally, I mean, look how much we still have left over. I mean, from the 8-egg mixture that I put together with all those sort of hero ingredients coming through with the flavor profiles, we've gotten about 9, almost the full baking tray of 12 of these quiches. So theoretically, you could make quite a bit of these from this mix. I reckon you could get up to like 20 if you are sparing with it. I mean, look, I've still got a lot of mixture left over.
Or it's one big omelette for mom or dad.
Now we're talking.
So we wrap these up in the oven, 180 degrees, 10, 15 minutes or so, which means that the whole cooking preparation time is less than half an hour, which is absolutely brilliant.
Literally that simple. Now, our lady of the hour has been working out. She's definitely earned herself a perfect lunchbox snack. We promise protein in here. We promise good flavor.
Yeah, those are uncooked. So
don't eat that one. It's not ready yet.
Now just imagine... Is this going to give you PTSD? Imagine you're back at school.
No, this is not the kind of lunch I got at school. We got soggy sandwiches, yesterday's leftover boiled eggs. Oh, my gosh.
Were you that
was
kid?
a nightmare where you open it.
We wouldn't have sat next to each other, but I still would have been good mates with you.
Is this something that would have elevated your school results if you had a lunch like this?
I think so. Also, my social circle would have been better, maybe.
You know, you've just given my son a back now and a way out. He's going to come home one of these days and go, Dad, the lunch was bad, the marks were bad, it's all on you, okay?
It's all on you. Well, listen, Zanzi, you don't have to fret about having your kids being disappointed or having bad results because you can fuel them with some of this good
all
stuff.
The right
it's a quiche that I think Carissa's saying a yay to. Is that
10 out of 10?
Ooh, wow.
Not just for children, also for adults too. That's
okay, so it's adult friendly. It's been approved, ladies and gentlemen. Get this recipe, expressoshop.com. What are you waiting for? It is the perfect quiche, the perfect opportunity to get everybody, not just the kids, but even the adults, a lunchbox tick free. And like we discussed, there's a lot of other ingredients we could possibly add to this.
Chili, yo.
Chili?
What I'm thinking is you do 6, you put chili in 1, and then send your kid off to school with that.
Like a roulette?
What happens? No, don't do that. Please don't do that to your child. Please don't do that to your child.
You added ham and cheese, right?
Yeah, we got ham and cheese in this one.
Okay, I get you with the chili crunch. I would add like some broccoli.
Ooh, yes.
Like cut up broccoli. Yes, maybe some chicken too.
I was thinking the same. I was thinking like, could you, I don't know if you could, but like slice up some aubergine in here and get that like mushy quiche kind of a vibe with some cheese on top. Then you're getting like the best of both. You're getting the veg box ticked and...
Are you asking us or are you asking the viewers?
I don't know. I mean, you guys let us know.
Are we allowed to do that? I think so.
But what I do know about is what's coming up on the show. Some really good things. We're going to continue in the spirit of Women's Month. And we've got an incredible singer with us today, Leah. She's going to be doing Anho. That is the single that's currently doing its rounds right now. Is that the translation?
On hope.
Hope so.
This is it. This is the move,
Lots of
Leah.
that,
On, but you've got to do it with meaning, eh? You've got to
Don't let go.
On hope.
We're going to be chatting with her about that single, and also, I don't want to stay in these clothes because I'm done with fitness for today. I want to get into something good. Denim on denim is what we're talking about, or perhaps you want to go for a shirt and linen blazer option. It really is up to you. Head over to our socials if you have not put your vote in yet. Otherwise, it doesn't count, all right? We'll see you after this in a change of outfit.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We promised you inspiration this morning, and for us, we get inspired by the privilege we have to be connected to incredible South African artists and their journeys, especially those high points, those moments when they want to engage with you. And right now, singer Leah is here to do exactly that. She's captured so many hearts within the Afrikaans music scene, and certainly within the South African music industry, has made her mark. She is here to chat about her latest single, I Know, but let's let it speak for itself. Take a listen. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a feel-good welcome to Leah in the house. Well, you are wonderful. Thank you so much for being here so early.
How do you do it every day?
We get to sit with people like you. And I'm not joking, it's such a privilege because we get to see the bigger picture. Kind of the arc of your life, maybe that you're too close to see often. So when these moments come, we're like, yes, she's back, this new music. And it sounds amazing. The dresses are spectacular, by the way.
Thank you.
So we've got to give them their time to shine. But welcome back. How are you, first of all, in this crazy world?
I'm good. This year has been a journey, and now it's almost Christmas. But yeah, it's going really well. I'm so happy that I've got a new track out, and I mean, music is my biggest passion in life. And you know, when you get that new song and you just love it so much, you just want to share it with everyone.
I'm glad that you feel like that because it's not always like that. Artists go through the most when releasing new music.
So stressful.
It must be because you're releasing this into the world and it's all you and then it's not yours at all anymore. Exactly. What is that feeling like? You seem to be excited about this one because the song is absolutely beautiful, but this is a gateway you've had to go through a few times. How do you prepare yourself for that release? Like, is there a moment where you're like, okay, we're ready, let's go?
I think there is a bit of a moment. It's a team effort, definitely. You sit with your record label, with your manager, with everyone. You ask your friends, you ask your family, like, do you like the song? And I want an honest opinion. And I must say, my husband also, he's he can be very honest, and he's also
Okay.
very objective. He's not in the music industry at all, so I can always go to him and ask, okay, Henny,
Unfiltered. Go.
do you like this? What are you thinking? You know, and if he goes, yes, I like it, then I'm like, okay. But the first step is there. But I don't think you can really 100% prepare yourself for a new release. You're hoping for the best. I sing because I love it. I sing for the people. So you just hope that what you love, the people will love as well. So, but it's tough. But you know, you got to put yourself out there, and that
Take the
is
risk,
me.
yeah.
This is me.
You've got to. And then I suppose you also get the added bonus. People will see something in it that you couldn't have even imagined because it's applicable to our own life. And you help us process these things.
Yes.
There is an excitement about this track, though, that it just seems elevated. Why? Talk to me about who you worked with on this album. Why is this track so exciting for you?
This track is real. You know, I'm in a very happy marriage. People are in relationships.
Presumably with Henny, who you just
Yeah,
mentioned.
with Henny, yeah. Almost 11 years married now. And you know what? Everyone goes through troublesome times. You've got your challenges and everything. Sometimes you get into a fight and eventually it escalates and then you can't even remember why you are fighting with each other. The whole idea of this track is don't fight with each other, fight for each other.
I love that.
How on. Always keep on, carry on, don't stop ever, just fighting for each other.
I absolutely love that. And it's so funny because it echoes a conversation I had with my wife the other day because we're crazy.
Wow.
We're like fire and water. But we're all that we've got. And I love that. I love the fact that we're like obsessed with each other, whether we're loving or hating each other. We're all that we're thinking about.
Extremities.
And that's it. But that's what being in a relationship is all about. You've got some big performances coming through now. And this begs the question because you strike me as a person who can get quite stuck into the introspective, creative process and get through that, which you do so well. But then the best part, surely the best part, is being on a stage and letting it out.
There is nothing like being on stage. It's that instant satisfaction and just, you can just hoy, there's another word to use. And one of the big productions coming up is Krone, and it's literally 35,000 people in a stadium. Last year when I took part, it's such a privilege, we were supposed to walk out in darkness and the crowd wasn't supposed to see us. And we were walking out, and as literally the whole group walks out, you can just hear the crowd cheering because obviously they could see us, but the lights were down, but they were seeing us. And I just started crying. It's just such a special moment, and you can't really explain that to anyone. It's incredible. And you know, if people give you the energy back, you feel like you've done something right.
And you don't know what they're going through. I'm now, as you speak these words to me, I'm thinking of all the concerts and those amazing performances, some big, massive moments, some tiny, that leave that mark.
Yeah.
What does this mean for you? Because the energy you're giving me right now is that you've got like an album's worth of songs ready to perform and put out there to the world. I just get this vibe that you are on the start of a new arc for yourself. So where are you and what's next?
Well, that's a very good question. You know, you just want to create new things and you have to think out of the box every single time, but you still need to stay true to yourself. Yeah. So we just always take risks with every new song that you bring out. But I mean, in 2 years, I will be 40. And I feel like I'm in a place in my life where this is me. I'm accepting my body. I'm accepting myself. I'm happy with my friends, my family, my supportive system, the fans, the supporters out there. And, you know, I'm just giving myself, and I'm not going to change for anyone. You're not supposed to change for anyone or for anything. And this is just, I'm just living life to the fullest. It's a good place to be in. We have our challenges. Some days are better than others. Some days you wake up and you're like, oh, dan hou dit aan. Ja, I know, vasklou. I know where to win. I know where to win.
I love that. There's another term, Kate Noord. There's a few that come out of the Afrikaans culture that I absolutely love, but there is something about that. And maybe that's the message you need to hear today. Whether it's the best times, whether it's the worst times, just hold on. Just push a little bit longer. We love you. I'm so happy to see you so happy right now. And of course, you get to revel in that new music out right now from Leah. Most importantly, download, download, download.
Yeah, we go from new music to new looks. And the new look for Carissa of the day, we asked you to come through and help. And in the greatest of fashion, you did exactly that. And we were choosing between two looks. We had option one being the white straight leg jeans and a crisp blouse. And it was paired together with a pinstriped linen blazer. And then we had option number two, which was deep blue straight leg jeans, a structured Multon jacket, and chunky cream loafers. Now, they both looked like absolute winners, but let's have a look at your fashionable feedback first before we announce our winner. We've got Charmaine Bay up first. It says, morning, Expresso team. I think option one for our sassy lady, it's bold and beautiful, just like her. Carissa, maybe people got some insights on you here. Well, we've got more comments too. Heather Yasmin or Jasmine Grant says, blessed Monday, fam. Option one for Monday, as Carissa looks bright in white. I like that. And obviously using the hashtag style by Woolies, coming through with the good stuff from Zanzi. We've got more from Teresa up next saying, good morning, my beautiful, beloved Expresso fam. Definitely option one. It's going to look stunning on our fashion girly Carissa. And again, using the hashtag, option one will also complement her beautiful smile. Oh, you guys, you're just saying the most incredible things. Look, we went through a lot of the comments. We sifted through some of the best ones, but I think we can figure this one out. Officially, we have our winner. Let's bring in the model. Bum, bum, bum. The one and only option number one. How are you feeling?
You're going to roll out a red carpet for me. What was
you
that?
deserve it, eh?
I deserve it. Look how good I look in straight leg denims. I think straight leg is one of those things that people don't always gravitate towards. They either go skinny, it is, or they go wide leg. But this is going to convince you today to try out some straight leg and some white denims, okay? They are flattering. It looks good, especially when you're pairing it with a shirt with a little bit of detail. A little belt to cinch in the waist, and then you got the linen blazer, bringing it all together.
Doesn't she just look like a winner? Absolutely. And that's confidence of you, Mzansi. And I know a lot of you are looking at this and going, hey, I wonder if I could look that good. And I think you can, and you can do the following. You can head over to the website. You can head over to Woolies, in-store, online, and on the app. You can get these looks. You can find out the re-denim sensation that's going on right now next to me. And that's Carissa, if you know what I'm talking about. But thank you, Mzansi, for coming through. Great comments, great choices. And now we can clap the rest of the show.
Yes,
amazing.
we can.
Yes.
Let's go.
I love it.
Well, I don't think you want to be giving Carissa the latitude to be clapping anyone on the show this morning. There's a bit of spice there this morning, but we're going to continue being surrounded by incredible, inspiring women. We're going to continue with our Women Who Inspire series, and Anel Wesson is going to be stepping into our studio this morning, introducing AfriPaw, an incredible organization doing amazing things. And yes, we shall be inspired. And we're also going to get you creatively thinking about how you can give yourself a little spa day, some self-care that is much needed on the way after this.
Beat even the most stubborn cough with tartrazine-free Expigen cough syrup, effectively relieving congestion by loosening phlegm to let you breathe more freely. Better still, 2 lucky Expresso viewers each stand the chance to win 4,000 Rand cash by answering the questions on the Expigen competition post on Expresso's social media pages, using hashtag @OTCWinter in your answer. Competition closes 16th August. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up on S3 and diving into incredible conversation, especially highlighting the power of women today. But for now, though, official duties must commence, and a power woman is standing by with the latest.
It's just gone 7 o'clock. Let's have a look at your national headlines first. Listen, there is some good news for motorists as month-end data from the Central Energy Fund shows that fuel prices are expected to come down with effect from Wednesday. Now, the data points to a price reduction of between 9 and 13 cents per litre, depending on the grade of fuel. The price of a litre of petrol, or diesel rather, is expected to drop by between 14 and 26 cents, also depending on the grade. The price of a litre of paraffin is expected to decrease by around 20 cents. The Central Energy Fund's anticipated decrease in fuel prices follows a stronger rand-dollar exchange rate over the period under review. Police are investigating how 90 undocumented Ethiopian nationals were trafficked to South Africa. They were found locked in rooms in Sunnydale Ridge, Johannesburg, and have been rescued and taken to the hospital. National Police spokesperson Brigadier Athlina Mate says 2 alleged human traffickers were arrested. A multidisciplinary team led by the Special Task Force was tracing a kidnapping victim when they discovered the undocumented nationals. Among them was the kidnapped victim taken in Benoni last Tuesday afternoon, with ransom demands subsequently immediately made to his family. Moving on to international news, several countries, including the US, have advised their nationals to leave Lebanon due to escalating fears of a wider conflict in the Middle East. Iran has pledged severe retaliation against Israel for the death of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. Hezbollah fired rockets at Baltilil in northern Israel yesterday morning, which were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome. Israel's Air Force retaliated with strikes in southern Lebanon. Western officials worry Hezbollah's actions could provoke a serious Israeli response, while diplomatic efforts continue to ease regional tensions. Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in his first public comments since protests began last week, called on citizens to halt demonstrations where at least 13 people have been killed. Thousands have protested against the high cost of living and severe economic crisis, with inflation at a 28-year high of around 34%. In a televised address, Tinubu urged for dialogue and announced a new plan aimed at benefiting the youth and the economy. Protesters are demanding reductions in fuel prices and solutions to the economic crisis. And we close off news at this hour with this one. High above the Otangati River, the Siburu Cave, a rock shelter first occupied by humans 77,000 years ago, has been declared a World Heritage Site. Joining the Drakensberg Mountains and Isimangaliso Wetland Park, Siburu Cave is the 3rd World Heritage Site in KwaZulu-Natal and the 12th in South Africa. Located 40 kilometers north of Durban, it shares this honor with the Western Cape's Diepkloof Rock Shelter and Pinnacle Point Site Complex. Now, the cave holds ancient human-made sediments and artifacts, including the earliest bones and stones arrowheads. Kwaduguzu Mayor Lindile Nato celebrated the news, calling it a prestigious gem that bridges our past and future. UNESCO recognizes these sites as key to understanding human history. And I love how the puzzle pieces are just coming together slowly but surely. That wraps up your news for now. Let's check in with your sports.
Olympics in firm focus, and of course athletics stealing all the headlines last night. So we must start with one of the biggest moments in sporting history, recent history at least, never mind the Olympics, as the men's 100-meter sprint final was won by America's Noah Lyles. He's the fastest man on the planet right now, and he out-dipped Jamaican Kashane Thompson to win by 5/1000ths of a second in a time of 9.784. Incredible. Then heartbreak for South Africa's Akana Simbine, who was yet again just edged out of a medal. Not even a new national record of 9.82 was enough to make up the 100th of a second to American Fred Curley in a very fast and very close final. Look at that. Then, of course, the night before saw St. Lucia celebrating as Julian Alfred won their first ever medal, absolutely storming to gold and right through the ladies' equally formidable lineup of sprinting stars, but incredible opening to the athletics phase of the Olympics. Now let's turn to the tennis. So Novak Djokovic, he won his first ever Olympic gold medal by avenging his recent Wimbledon loss by defeating his modern rival Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 7-6 in a pulsating match that some are hailing as the final of the year already, adding that one final significant jewel that was been missing from the 37-year-old's glittering crown. And of course, he has the career Golden Grand Slam. Then in a day of very close calls, Great Britain's Tommy Fleetwood had to settle for silver in the men's golf, falling agonizingly short of American world number one Scotty Scheffler in yet another enthralling final. So let's get the bigger picture after a day of more firsts, including Kaylia Nemo winning Algeria's first gymnastics gold medal. Then, of course, some disappointment for Team SA with Ashley Moumane-Pasio placing 33rd in the women's cycling with so much promise. Let's see where the medal tally stands. So we've got the United States leading with 71 medals in total, then followed by China, notably equal on 19 gold medals there. Then France being rewarded on home soil with an impressive showing just behind them on 41 total medals. Then we'll see Team SA still propped up by Tatjana Smith's heroics in the pool, currently in 29th place with a total of 4 medals. But that could start to change. Why? Because later today, Team South Africa very well represented. Wade van Niekerk kicks off his epic return to the Olympics. That'll be alongside Sean Maswanganyi and Benjamin Richardson in the 200 meters, while Miranda Charlene Coetzee, she leads the ladies out in the qualification charge for the 400 meters. And Francois Prinsloo and Victor Hogan, they let fly with the discus. Then sport climbing stars Mel Janssen van Rensburg and Anya Holder, they enter the fray as well. Then the big one, the pinnacle of today's actions, Prudence Sekgodiso. She'll be going for gold in the 800-meter final. She's one of the favorites. That's going to be at around 9:47. Make sure you catch all of the action live on all 3 SABC channels, on SABC Radio right across the spread, or the incredible SABC Plus platform. But South Africa, time to shine today. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take a look at the roads.
Well played, G-Man, plugging us with all the latest in the Olympics, and I'm looking forward to it every single day. For now, though, what you can look forward to is some assistance if you're heading out on the roads. Now, we're going to start in Midrand, Johannesburg. There has been an accident on the N1 southbound. Now, this before Olifantsfontein Road. Now, this means that the center lane is closed, and as you can see from the visuals, you are asked to drive carefully when passing through. We're going to stick to Johannesburg and stay in Midrand, where heavy traffic is being experienced on Allendale Road in the Klipfontein View area. Now, again, we're asking you to make use of an alternative route and exercise caution while driving through the area. Again, a reminder for anybody heading on the roads this morning, buckle up, plan your routes accordingly, and just stay safe. From the roads to the weather, let's find out now what's happening in the skies. Yeah, welcome to the world of weather. And this morning's water update is that the city of Tshwane announced its technicians are working around the clock to restore the water supply to Shoshanguve residents. Now, the problem is due to lower reservoir levels, worsened by recent infrastructure maintenance. Now, this being taken place by Rand Water. Now, the month-long maintenance aimed to improve infrastructure across Gauteng, the Northwest, and Mpumalanga. Now, Tshwane's spokesperson, Salbi Bokaba, said that water tankers had been dispatched to Shoshanguve and some 30 kilometers north of Pretoria. Now, this was to assist affected residents while technicians work to resolve the supply disruption. Well, from our weather news, we dive into our favorite part of the morning. That's our sunrise view of the hour. And we're heading to GQ Berga. And Horatius comes through with a banger. Look at this artistic shot. It looks like he's got a little bit of the pier in the foreground, a little bit of the ocean there just showing an horizon with a lot of ships in the distance. But there is so much going on. This is art at its finest. What a setup for your 7 a.m. edition of your sunrise view. We've got another coming through in an hour, and the reminder for you to send it through to the number 063-408-8863 because, wow, everybody's stunned right now looking at that picture, and I think we'll do it all again in the next hour. Thank you, thank you, thank you. For now, though, let's see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
All right, so regardless of the weather, let's just put that in a little box and lock it away. It means nothing when you win big money. It doesn't matter what the weather looks outside, because Monday could be a day to remember. And that's if you play the Daily Lotto, because an estimated 500,000 Rand is waiting to be won, and it could be yours. And there are many ways to buy your tickets, including in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website. You can use the mobile app, or you can even purchase through your cell phone banking at *120 *7529#. That's for all the USSD.
$500,000 is a lot of money,
baby.
all right?
Woo.
Now, all these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so please go and check them out. And Panda Pusha, play Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today, and you could just win big. You'll never know if you don't play.
I love it, man. All the best of luck. You can start pondering those lucky numbers as we bring you another addition to our Women Who Inspire series. And Anel Wesson is ready to introduce AfriPaw, an incredible organization. Yep, there's a lot of power in that symbol right now. And I love the way they're approaching their community engagement, because they're not just helping the pups and the animals, but of course the communities that need to look after them. They're empowering them, and I love that.
And it's about that, right? Empower the nation.
Oh my God, look at that. That is just the sweetest thing.
That warmed my heart so much. And we're also going to be talking to Zitobe Macheli. She is our girl, and she went and did a bit of a spa day. So we're going to check in with our skin influencer, somebody that you have to keep your eye on, because she is stunning. And she's also just so insightful. I can't wait to see her self-care moment.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And just prepare yourself, because we have a very, very heartwarming story coming up next. And this is all about innovation, all about compassion, and all about making a difference in under-resourced communities. Now, we're joined by another woman in power. We're talking about Anel Wesson. She's the director and co-founder of AfriPaw, an incredible organization dedicated to supporting pet owners in informal settlements, and also to discuss their unique initiative, which is a dog and cat taxi that provides absolutely vital access to animal clinics for pets in need. Now, Anel Wesson is also going to be joining us as part of our Women Who Inspire series. So with that being said, let me welcome this incredible woman to our couch this morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
This is awesome stuff. I always get excited about this because I had an incredible opportunity to be at one of the clinics, and there was so much impact. There was so much great work being done. I was educated through the process and realizing, oh, we need more of this. You are answering such an incredible demand right now.
And now, first of all, can I also get that badge? Because I want to wear the badge of honor, all right?
I can have some made for you, no problem.
Yes. Well, let's get straight into it. I'm very curious about the vision that you had for AfriPaw. I almost said AfriPaw. Please tell us more about how this got started and the bigger picture that we're looking at right now.
AfriPaw was established in 2017. And the idea is to assist vulnerable people and their pets in under-resourced areas where they are by removing barriers to pet care. There are many barriers to pet care in our country, including things like lack of finances to pay for veterinary services, lack of transport to access veterinary services, lack of education in terms of understanding what animals need and what their rights are, and also desensitization, which is caused by huge social and economic challenges. So the role of AfriPaw is to break down these barriers. And the way we do this is through interventions in the community. So we have ambassadors that live in the community that are animal lovers, and they are the foot soldiers that go street by street, door to door, and knock on people's doors to offer free sterilization, to invite them to our pet clinics, and to encourage them to look after their pets and make use of the services we have. So all of these interventions with a vision to see communities that treasure their pets, provide for their needs, and protect them from suffering and disease.
Wow, incredible work. I mean, we can actually just end this right there.
There we go.
That
Enough
is
said.
so good. Thank you for the work that you do.
It really is incredible. And I mean, it's just seeing some of what you are rolling out, which we'll discuss in just a minute. I'm also dying to hear more about you because you are highlighting women in the space right now, especially this being the month of women. Should be the year of it, but nonetheless, I love these opportunities to talk about you. And I believe you, not only the director, but the co-founder of AfriPaw. What incited this in the beginning, and what caused your passion to materialize to this incredible organization that you started?
So what inspired it, I would say, is heartbreak and such a compassion for what is going on in our country in terms of animal welfare. It compelled me to do something.
Sure.
And the inspiration behind the formation of AfriPaw is the other co-founder, a Marina de Gama resident, Annette van der Berg, who used to feed a number of pets on her way to work in the mornings and started getting involved and created an inroads into the community. So Annette will always be remembered as the inspiration behind the formation of AfriPaw. And also I'm inspired by something like Parkrun, which started in Bushy Park in the UK as a small initiative, and within a number of years it mushroomed to this amazing community-based initiative that is replicated time after time using the community, and I'm very inspired by that because that is my vision for AfriPaw.
Oh, and we can't wait to see it expand as well, globally even, because I'm sure there are communities worldwide that need this type of help. Can we talk about the AfriPaw taxi?
Yeah.
As soon as Rel mentioned that, I was like, ding, 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 what is this? Yes, this sounds necessary. Please tell us more about it.
So we started to notice when we have our monthly pet clinics, which is attended by about 750 pets, that some people really struggle to get their dogs to the school for a number of reasons. They might have powerful dogs that they can't control, or their dogs might get involved in fights on the way to school, because dogs are territorial, and as the pets pass, you know, a certain dog's house, they might decide that they need to defend their territory and they get involved in fights. So we have had pets arriving at the clinic with a bite wound. We have noticed that some older people, even though the distance to walk to the clinic is not that far, because it's held within the community, they struggle to get to the school. Some pets simply don't want to walk because they're just not used to being walked. People are nervous to walk them because of getting involved in fights. And then some pets are sick or injured and they literally can't get there on their own steam. So we thought that it would be a good idea to come up with a solution to assist these people to get their pets to the school for the treatment they need. It's not for the lazy person that doesn't want to walk to the school. It is for the person that has a genuine need and really has a barrier to getting to the school. And that's why the taxi idea was born.
I love it. It's about access, and you are bridging that gap. So good. I love that initiative. I can't wait, like we said, to see it expand elsewhere.
Yeah, can't wait to see it expand. Look, before we go, just a reminder for anybody that does want to get involved in AfriPaw, support this cause, get involved in the initiative, because I think it's serving such a great purpose in the community for those struggling to get their pets to your clinic. But for those that want to get more involved, how can they reach out to you or do that?
I would say that people need to please share our story. That's how they can get involved, because we are looking for a corporate sponsor to become our pet taxi partner and come alongside us and grow the program slowly. We're looking to roll out between 5 and 10 taxis in this geographic area, and then to, every time we replicate the model, introduce another 5 to 10 taxis. So we are looking for a corporate sponsor to come behind us and help us grow this. We also are looking for volunteers to come and help us at our pet clinic, so people can contact me. My cell number is on the website, and we add them to our volunteer group. And just supporting our Instagram and our Facebook pages and sharing our story would help tremendously.
Oh, and Al, thank you so much for joining us. This was so good and so insightful. That website that she's talking about is, of course, afripaw.org.za. It's on our screens right now. Get involved, okay? Closed mouths don't get fed, and I love that you put your call to action out there. This is such a worthy cause to get behind.
Oh, I don't think there is a more powerful, purpose-driven branding space than those beautiful little taxis. If you're a brand, put your money where your mouth is. Well, maybe that's inspired you to look at your community, even your home space, with a bit more creativity and want to put something back. Well, enter the handy heroes. And today, the experts from Micah Durban North in KwaZulu-Natal, and they are a superstar team. They're going to share their DIY hacks and some valuable paint tips to help make your next DIY project an absolute breeze.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Micah, Durban North in KZN.
So Micah Durban North is a very vibrant store. It's a fun-filled place. It's filled with energy. You feel that the moment you walk in, the moment you step into the door, you feel that. I mean, you're then welcomed by knowledgeable and helpful staff, which makes your experience like not only just easy, but a much more pleasurable experience as well.
I love the people because there's most customer knows me.
Our magic is all about customer service and giving the customer the right products at the right pricing.
From the people that work here, to from where we come from to where we are today. And we keep on growing day by day, getting bigger.
We are one of the leading stores with paint, and Plascon is one of our greatest suppliers in all round. We stock a lot of Plascon.
A Plascon brand is a brand that's well known, firstly, and it's also known as a best quality paint. So it lasts long in terms of durability, and most of their paints, they have good coverage and spreading rate.
My personal favorite product to sell is wall and all, as we call it here. Not just wall and all, we call it wall and all. That's the Micah Durban North way. So yeah, it's a premium quality paint with a whole lot of durability. It has a 15-year guarantee, and it's a very high quality paint, and I would recommend anyone to buy that one. Wall and all.
Micah, let us show you how.
Handy heroes, powered by Plascon. Together, we've got this.
You've got this indeed. Thank you so much to that Micah team. I can understand firsthand how much assistance we get from those local handy heroes. So thank you so much for helping keeping us in the fight.
When the cracks start to show, our strength and resilience is legendary. Micah-Tex, strong enough to endure anything.
Yeah, and I think if you see what I'm seeing right now, then you know what we're talking about. And we're going to continue with all the good stuff right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show and continue to dive into that box of entertainment. It's going to blow you away because Leah's standing by with the latest. She's looking bright and ready so early in the morning. I love the look. I know it's going to be nothing in comparison to the voice, but we can't wait
No
for
pressure. Now you got this, girl. Now speaking about girls, we are all about the girls running the world this month. It is, of course, a Women's Month, and we have to shine a light on Zitoba Macheli and all around the way she takes care of herself. We'll get into a self-care moment after the break.
Welcome back. If you're in need of a little self-care, I think today we give you the inspiration that you need, undoubtedly.
Absolutely. Now listen, with its sustainable benefits and also intense hydration, W Beauty's latest intensive body care range refreshes, rejuvenates, and leaves your skin feeling naturally radiant. And we've got somebody really special that's done some really good work to inspire us. Her name is Itobe Macheli. She is our skinfluencer, and for her, this is a priority. It's a word. We're making it a word.
I'm at one of my favorite gyms in Cape Town, Tinswalo Atlantic, for a well-deserved self-care day. So join me away from all the hustle and bustle as I fill my cup with W Beauty. A well-balanced lifestyle is very nuanced. I always say I give priority to the things that need my attention at the time. So if resting is what I need, then I'll give my full attention to that. And if work is what I need to do, then I give my full attention to that, but also just maintaining a nice homeostasis and balance. The W Beauty Intensive Care range is perfect for my self-care days. The products are ethically sourced, the ingredients are dermatologist approved, and it is vegan friendly, endorsed by a Beauty Without Cruelty. I love to start with the smoothing body scrub. It has beautiful combination of lactic acid, walnut shell powder, and an enzyme papaya. And this is a very mild exfoliant that just resurfaces all the dead skin cells for a beautiful, radiant skin. And now that my skin is beautifully exfoliated, I'm going to follow up with this firming body balm. It is a beautiful moisturizer that has eco enzymes, Q10 and shea butter, just to give the skin a lasting firmness. This moisturizer gives hydration that lasts up to 48 hours. It is great for your arms, your legs, just your entire body. My favorite thing to do in order to increase hydration is to step out of the shower and apply my moisturizer on damp skin. That just makes sure that the hydration is increased in the skin. So try it out and tell me what you think. Nothing makes a self-care day more luxurious than a luscious thick oil like this Even in Tone tissue oil. It has a mixture of beautiful oils that make sure that your skin is nourished and hydrated. You can use it on your scar areas, like I have scars on my arms. And also another tip is for us ladies with some cellulite, you can apply wherever the area is in circular motion, just massage in there and you'll see improvements. I think it's very important to remember to give your heels some love as well. Apply some oil to make sure that your heels don't crack this winter. And remember, apply your oil after your moisturizer in order to lock in all that luscious moisturization. My final step in my self-care is using the Skin Protect. It is formulated to give comfort to all the dry areas of your body, and it contains rice bran oil and chamomile to soothe the skin. And the bonus is that it is fragrance-free, so it is friendly for sensitive skin. And oh, by the way, this is actually great for your lips too. We work a lot, we do so much, and it is very important to replenish and give back to the body that is helping us do all these grand things that we do. So I really do think it's very important just to take time out to replenish your mind, your soul, and just step into a new week feeling good.
She's looking good.
Oh, man, that whole setup was just looking amazing. I think we are missing something in our life right now.
Come on, invite us next time, because I also want my skin to look radiant. Well, illuminate your skin with natural ingredients and long-lasting moisture that will leave you absolutely dazzling.
And the good news, you can shop the W Beauty Intensive Body Care range right now at Woolworths, and that's at selected stores. You can go online or you can use their amazing app. Enjoy.
Finally, the moment we have all been waiting for. Let's get that entertainment going. You're about to be blown away. Your Monday morning is about to elevate because the one and only Leah is standing by with some good music. And the stage is all hers. Enjoy, Mzansi. Take it away.
Hey everyone, happy Monday. My name is Leah and I'm performing a mashup by Ed Sheeran and Journey. Here we go.
Now 6 years old, broke my leg. I was running from my brother and his friends. Hey, tasted the sweet perfume of the mountain grass I rolled down. I was younger then. Take me back to when I found my heart and I broke it here, made friends and
take a bow. My goodness. That was incredible. Leah, we love you. Oh, and she is going to be sticking around because she's got a new single out on Ho. It's coming to you a little bit later. That was amazing. Not bad for this time of the day.
Oh,
my goodness.
I'll take this over anything, any day. But listen, so much to come on your Feel Good Breakfast show. These two are going to go up against each other because we have to do a lunchbox challenge. You made me try your quiche, and now I want to see it come together in like a couple of seconds. Are you going to make it?
Just like a quiche, yeah, man.
It's a quiche.
We are
Quiche.
not going to be off when it comes to our conversation on the Olympics, though, because myself and G-Man are going to be chatting to Adnan, coming through with the good stuff, our sports presenter, sports analyst of the day. The man's got all the goods when it comes to the Olympics. So we're diving into an update on what's been happening this weekend. If you missed out on anything and you missed out on G-Man's incredible sports previews, then you want to come in on this conversation. There's so much to discuss right now. So Mzansi, all you need to do is not go anywhere. Stick around.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back as we continue to revel in what has been, I think, a game-changing Olympics 2024. We've seen some unbelievable performances in the water right across the board. America maybe losing a little bit of their stranglehold. Still out-and-out favourites on the medal tally. China certainly have risen. Their 19 golds they have. Team South Africa not quite hitting our straps, but a couple of very near misses. I'm speaking specifically about Akani Simbine. An incredible opportunity last night in the men's 100 metres. But right now, we're going to take a moment to connect with Adnan, who is sitting all the way in Paris right now. Got up very early to connect with us to bring us the latest on all things Olympics. And we've seen some truly golden moments. So I'm going to say, first of all, thank you for waking up so early, Adnan. Thank you so much for joining us. An incredible Olympics. Just before we plug into some of those amazing golden moments, and there have been a few, what's your overall take on the Olympics 2024? It feels like there's some magic in the water in the Seine this year.
Good morning, Graham. Yes, they say the Seine River is polluted, and they got rid of the pollution. But I think, like you say, there's some magic because, especially for South Africa, it's the first time ever since I've been coming to Olympic Games, and this is my fourth one, that we actually got a medal on the very first day. So that was, I think, that set the precedent for the rest of the Olympics. And after that first day, Philip Snyman, the coach of the Blitzbox, said that he feels that will spill over to the rest of the team, and we've seen what happened after that. We've got 4 medals, but I don't think we're done yet.
Not by a long
I
shot.
don't think we're done yet.
Not by a long shot. So I want to focus on one of the big golden moments here. So much focus on Novak Djokovic, who has done everything within the game of tennis except gotten that Olympic medal. He came up against, I'm going to call it his modern rival, and Carlos Alcaraz, and between them produced what I'm going to say was even better than the Wimbledon final. Now he has his golden Grand Slam. That was kind of a moment within a moment within a moment of sport. How big was that Djokovic gold?
That, Graham, that was massive. If you look at Djokovic's age, he's 37 years old and Alcaraz is 20. So he's representing the old guard, and Alcaraz is a youngster of 20 years old. So just to give you an idea, as a journalist, I was lucky last week to go to Roland Garros when he played, he beat Nadal. And there was a mad scramble to get into just to get a spot. And obviously yesterday with the athletics going on, I would have loved to be there, but unfortunately I couldn't make it. But like you say, it was absolutely awesome. And for him to, he's won everything in his whole career. And now to crown it off with the Wimbledon title to add to all his Grand Slams makes it so much more special.
Completely, man. And the crazy thing is, at 37, I don't think he's done yet. And we love that. So, of course, all eyes, and I'm sure yours, had to be on the track and field yesterday. There is always something special about 100 meters. We continuously look towards the Usain Bolt record, looking for some kind of just a glimmer that we're going to see someone surpass that. We might not have seen that yet, but looking at the average times yesterday and what Noah Lyles was able to do amongst that field, you kind of feel like that world record isn't going to last forever. Talk me through that photo finish, 5,000ths of a second between 1 and 2. That's got to be one of the most remarkable 100-meter finals in the history of the Olympics.
Yeah, Graham, I must say you have to feel for Akani in that race. If you look at that finish, Akani has been in the heats even, that the track is actually very fast. So I don't know what it is with the track. In the heats, the times were exceptionally fast. And that is why we got this kind of time we're still going to see a few more records go, I think, personally.
No doubt.
You must remember, like I said earlier, we're not done yet. We still have the 4x4 relays and the 4x100. And there's a reason why Wade is not running the 400. And that is happening tonight. But like you say, it's absolutely, I mean, anybody could have taken that race.
For sure.
Anybody. That's why I feel so bad for Akani. In fact, he said afterwards in the mixed zone, he said that he feels better than Tokyo because he gave his all. He gave his best. He broke the South African record. And, what more can you ask of him? What more can you ask? And at the age of 30, he still ran the fastest time ever. And he says he's not done. I mean, at the age of 35.
Yeah.
So it's not, he hasn't given up on his dream of getting that gold.
And we certainly, when he puts performances like that together, we won't give up either. Of course, when we look at the opportunity to get a medal, there is a lot of excitement about Prudence Sekgodiso at the moment. She's made it through to the finals. She looked very strong in her semi-final. She is up against, though, a blistering field within that 800 meters. How are you wrapping your head around her opportunity tonight?
Yeah, when you mentioned Prudence's name, I just get a smile because she's such a bubbly personality and an enthusiastic person. After the heat, I really thought, when I heard her speaking the first time, I thought tactically she's not getting it right, because she said she ran the first 300, she ran very hard, and then she felt that she wanted to give up. But she remembered the people back home in South Africa, and she pushed, and then she made it through. But I think last night she ran a perfect tactical race.
Yeah.
And you must remember that Keely Hutchinson, the person that actually won the heat, she is the out-and-out favorite.
Yeah.
So
she pushed her.
And also Prudence, her time is actually the third fastest overall. So that means that she stands a excellent chance tonight. I think is at just after 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
To get maybe a bronze medal, maybe a silver. We don't know. But Keely Hutchinson is from the UK is probably the favorite. But we've seen many upsets so far. Especially if you look at the women's 100-meter final, the lady from St. Lucia. she won the final. Nobody expected that.
And she
So
absolutely
hopefully-
blew them away. Adnan, I could sit plugged into you for the rest of this morning, but I know you've got a very busy day ahead. So many South Africans in the mix there. And of course, I think the shining light there, Wade van Niekerk out in the 200 meters. But Adnan, thank you so much. Thank you for representing the country with that shirt. We appreciate you. We love you. We know that they will know what we know about South Africa once we are done. But thank you so much. Absolute pleasure catching up with Adnan all the way in France at the moment. And of course, so many South Africans in action. We've got the discus, 200, 400 meters for the ladies. Even some sport climbing going on today with the South African hand being put up. So don't miss out on all the Paris Olympic action on SABC Sport. The games will air on all 4 SABC TV channels, all 19 SABC radio stations as well. And you can also follow online sabcsport.co.za or SABC Plus for all of that. Thanking Adnan once again. So good to connect with Team SA on the other side of the world.
Thank you so much, James. Listen, it's not easy to be a sports person if you don't have your diet right. And it starts when you're a kid and you kind of make your way going older, knowing that you need to have a nutritious and also well-rounded meal from breakfast to snacks to lunch to dinner. And we are definitely going to go up against each other to see if we know what constitutes a good lunchbox,
I
right?
think it's all about balance. So let's see who can outbalance each other out here. But it's not a challenge when you have an expert by your side to help us with this. So Mzansi, today we are going to be challenging each other, like you just heard, to pack what they think or what we think is a healthy and balanced lunchbox. Now, the twist is that we're going to be judged by our registered dietitian. We have Kim Hoffman in the building. So, Kim, thank you so much for joining us. We always love getting educated by you. And I know you have some good insights into how to incorporate balance, how to incorporate balance into kids' meals, and how to, I think, at the same time, make it fun and enjoyable, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So,
do you have any advice before?
Yeah, I was going to ask the
because
same
I
question.
am not a mother yet, but let me know. Is there a top tip?
Yeah, so balance, make sure that there's carbohydrates for energy.
Okay.
Protein so that the energy can be sustained over time.
Okay.
Fruits and veg so we're getting our nutrition and fiber. And some dairy so that we can grow strong bones.
Ooh.
So everything, essentially.
They're going to have to eat a lot.
All right, well, we've got a timer that we're going to have to do this in.
I think it's like a minute and a half, 120.
2 minutes.
2 minutes? Okay, let's try a 2-minute timer.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I think so. Okay, wait, I got an unfair
Let's
advantage.
dance. And no cheating, no asking for any more tips. All right, timer has started now.
Oh, okay.
Lunchbox is
Oh,
open.
this is a cute lunchbox.
This
I
is
might take it for
cool.
myself.
I never had these fancy things when I was younger.
Compartments.
It was just like a bucky.
You know what?
Okay,
Balance.
think about
One
this.
each for the kids.
Okay, so why are balanced lunchboxes so important?
Tell us, please.
Yes, why?
Hey, kids need energy. They're going to school, they're learning, they're playing. So sustained energy through the day requires food to be eaten. So we want that healthy lunchbox.
Hey.
Kids are growing and developing. It's the one reason why they need so much more energy than us. So if they don't eat during school time, they can't grow and develop optimally. It encourages healthy eating habits. It prevents unnecessary weight gain.
Oh.
And then immune system. We know now in winter, immune system is so important. So it boosts the immune system to continuously, to be eating on a regular basis.
So all of these actually have way more of an impact than we actually realized if you really think about it. Wow, okay.
I should have asked how old are the kids that we're dishing for?
So we're probably going for young ones, primary school.
Okay.
High school would require quite a lot more energy.
All right. Oh wait, I'm so confused. There are too many lunchboxes. I don't have
So
enough.
I know you mentioned things like you wanted fiber, you wanted some of those macros like carbs, obviously that was for energy and sustained energy, right? And then protein too. What was the reason for the protein exactly?
So when we eat carbohydrates, they digest into glucose, moves into the blood. It can move into the blood quite quickly depending on what we're eating. So the protein makes sure everything slows down and that blood sugar is much more even. So it sustains the energy.
Okay.
As well as, of course, the nutrients for strong muscles.
That makes sense.
And so that we get strength.
Right. I had a question around fussy kids because I know, I mean, as I said, I'm not a parent myself, but I've got friends who have kids and some of them just refuse to pick up a cucumber, you know?
Fussy kids are difficult, but we've just got to be patient with them. We've got to make sure that we've got a calm environment when they're eating. That is one of the most important things. But the absolutely most important thing, you have got to model the right behavior. If you don't do what you want your kids to do, they're never going to do it. They're little copycats.
Okay.
I'm talking specifically little, but definitely up to puberty age. And definitely beyond too. It's just the most you can get is when they're little.
By example.
100%.
I eat breakfast,
So,
you eat breakfast.
Yes. If you're going to want them to eat breakfast, you've got to eat breakfast. If you want them to drink water, you've got to drink water.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see who won this. I think I know.
We're trying to practice what you preach, and I was trying to wrap my head around this because I'm very familiar with things like macros, and for me it was more about the quantities of things. So like I thought that we would get fiber and some good carbs from something like the fruit, and I kept it on the side because I didn't want it to like mush up.
Yes.
You spoke about dairy as well, so I thought you can only get dairy from like cheese and the quiche maybe. So I don't know, but I'm gonna leave this one up to you because you are the judge here, and I'm not gonna try to talk my way out of this. But yeah, what do you think?
Guys.
I've got a hungry kid here.
So I'd rather parents pack a little bit more than too little. Kids, when they're little, they do know when to stop.
Oh, they do?
They're very much in tune with their hunger and satiety, so they will stop if they've had enough. It's just quite difficult when they don't eat and then they come home starving.
Yes.
So you want to just make sure that you do put stuff in there that they will be eating. So if they don't eat cucumber, don't do cucumber.
Okay.
Find a veggie that they will have. But cucumbers are one of the ones that kids eat quite consistently. That's one of the ones that comes up quite often.
Nice and crunchy. It's also got the hydration.
It's quite neutral taste.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Okay. So out of the two of us.
Okay, so I'm trying to look. So the only choice you had for dairy was the cheese, and you've got some cheese in there, which is great. Yogurt is another one that we could do.
Nice.
Glass of milk, bottle of milk can also work. Not that a lot of kids do enjoy that. Fruit and veg, quite important. Okay, so we've got, you got a little bit of fruit
got
there.
some strawberries.
Got some fruit and veg in there. So carbs are the important thing. So where do we get carbs from? Yes, the little burger and the little quiche, that will give us carbs.
I also put in the bar.
Yes. Some fun food is always good. So we do want to add that in. The quiche probably gives us less energy than the burger. The roll is a little bit more fuller in the carbs. The pastry isn't actually that much generally. Can't say fush like 100% in this one. Then we've got the fruit roll also.
Got that too.
Which will also give energy. So fruit also gives energy.
So the winner?
They're so similar. You guys have actually done exactly the same.
I think it is pretty similar. We both nailed it.
I'd say, but if I had to give an absolute, it would need to be Raul.
Okay, Raul.
And the reason is he's got a little bit more veg and fruit.
He does.
Okay.
And he's got a little bit more fun fruit.
Well, that was fun, and I think that this is something that's definitely educated us. I want to thank you again for your expertise, and a reminder to you, Mzansi, that there's something else you might want to add to your lunchbox. And we're talking about the Crush Nectar, which I think enhances any meal with its versatile flavors, providing a drink, which we haven't added here yet, that supports kids' energy needs and adds a tasty touch to their day. Now, you have flavors like apple, orange, mango, and guava. So yeah, we've got options to suit all their preferences, and these 500 milliliter packs offer a delicious and refreshing option that I think kids will love, and it's going to keep them hydrated and happy throughout the day, not just for certain parts of it, right? So here's your plug. Look out for the Crush Nectar's new 250ml packs. It features a push-pull cap that makes it a little bit easier for your kids to enjoy a refreshing drink without any of the spills, so they can go back into class and maybe not be made fun of with all the mess on them, which I think will be coming from the field because they'll have a lot of energy to play and do some activities with their kids. So I think, well, it's as perfect as that. There you have it. Absolutely grateful for your expertise once again. Thank you for coming through, Ms. Hoffman. And Chris, I think we one step closer to becoming great parents.
Well done. I think so. Slowly but surely I'll get there, okay? Be patient with me.
Oh, we don't need patience because we have a lot to remind you about, Mzansi. There's so much to obviously look forward to right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. We're ticking entertainment boxes, we're ticking food boxes, kitchen boxes, we're ticking the fact that women are being put high up on a pedestal right now, and we're celebrating all of them this morning. So don't go anywhere. Lots more women to slay our Monday.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
We connect more countries than any other airline.
Turkish Airlines.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I hope you're ready. I know the Olympics has been quite exciting, but brace yourself. We're about to find another gear for the Expresso in-house Olympics. And Leah is here. Yes, of course, you are very excited about Arho, your new track. It sounds amazing. We cannot wait to hear you perform it. We don't care, okay? All we want to know is, can you play darts, all right?
I've played darts before, and I've once won a pair of socks.
Really?
That doesn't really say.
Well, it's more than I've ever won. So, all right. So we're going to do it. Are we going to put the ladies against each other today?
I think so. Our guest could go first. Maybe set the bar high. We'll see, and then I'll follow you.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
So you've got to stand behind the plinth.
Behind.
Okay.
I'll give you,
We aren't really sticklers for the rules in this place.
Wow.
And obviously, you go for the points in accordance with the numbers there. That little red dot.
I feel like
is
she's a
yours.
bit close.
Wow, it starts
Get back.
like that. Okay, there we go. We'll give that to you.
Like a girl. Okay.
Move out the way.
Ooh, yeah, maybe get out of the way.
Gee whiz. Okay, we hit the board.
Okay,
we hit the
I
board.
hit
It
the
was
board.
right. Just back yourself, girl. Back yourself. Confident.
That
Wow.
wasn't too bad.
Nice.
That was very
I'm
good.
a hustler, baby.
Indeed. Okay.
All right, now
this
can
last
she
one. This is the
seal
one.
the deal?
This is the
Let's
one.
go.
Ooh, not bad.
Do I get
17
another
plays
pair of
20.
You might get
We
something
might-
even better.
Are you wearing socks, Carl?
Me?
No, I was
No.
going to say you're going to just have to take your socks off and give them to her.
Ew, she doesn't want that. She does want
all
the
right.
gold medal, though.
All right,
Let's
so
see if I can-
20 is the number to beat.
Okay.
Easy.
All right, let's see if you
He's
can.
got this.
Bullseye.
pretty
Is this
high.
a-
That's
What's
great.
the... Okay, you know what? I'll figure it out.
Oh.
All right.
You see how it did a bit of a turn?
Yeah. Wow, that had some spice in the tail there.
Oh, I've got
Okay.
a cool way of throwing.
You got to do it now.
That was a very cool way of throwing it.
That was quite a cool way of
Do I
throwing.
need to try again?
It was. If you're trying to intimidate your opponent, let's give it one more round. Okay. So you've got 6 and 6 is 12. 12 plays 20. Give us
Okay,
one more go. Come on.
what
Come
did I
on.
get?
Okay.
All right. And while we work through the numbers, come on, there's a bullseye. Just waiting. Okay, 5. Takes a total to 25.
Oops.
All right, to 30.
Right, center. We want the center.
Come on, bullseye. Oh,
Nice.
not bad.
Very
Not
good.
bad. 32. Okay, as Carissa goes through to see if she can just edge a little bit for you. I don't see confidence in those eyes. Come on,
Because
okay?
I almost killed
That
you,
last dart
Graham.
was just a little bit of whoa. Okay, I'm going to stand a bit further back as we then go to the news
She's
before
just
we
poised, eh?
tally this one
There's a
up.
way to do it.
Energy is amazing, though.
I would say Leah is our reigning champion for this morning. Congratulations.
Like a medal?
No, you get a pair of socks. They're on
take
the
a
way.
pair of
They're in the mail. Let's get into the news.
More fun and games to commence after official duties. So let's get straight into it. It's perfect timing, 8 o'clock on the hour. And we'll start off with national headlines. Now, Premier Alan Winde confirmed that the Department of Infrastructure received a preliminary report on the George building collapse. Now, while waiting for the SAPS and the Department of Employment and Labour to complete their investigations, Winde also requested a separate investigation by the provincial government. Now, the collapse, which occurred on May the 6th, claimed 34 lives and resulted in 62 rescues. Now, Winde said he would call for a commission of inquiry if the current investigations prove unsatisfactory. Well, next up on national headlines, there's good news for motorists as month-end data from the Central Energy Fund shows that fuel prices are expected to come down with effect from Wednesday. Now, the data points to a price reduction of between 9 and 13 cents per litre, depending on the grade of fuel. Now, the price of a litre of diesel is expected to drop by between 14 and 26 cents, also depending on the grade. Now, the price of a litre of paraffin is also expected to decrease by around 20 cents, and the Central Energy Fund's anticipated decrease in fuel prices follows a stronger rand-dollar exchange rate over the period under review. Well, we now move over to international headlines, and at least 32 people were killed and around 63 wounded in a suicide attack by Al-Shabaab militants at a popular beachfront location in Mogadishu, Somalia. Now, video footage showed bodies and injured people at the scene. And Al-Shabaab, affiliated with Al-Qaeda, controls large parts of southern and central Somalia and has been waging an insurgency against the UN-backed government for nearly 20 years. Now, in their claim, Al-Shabaab stated that politicians, security forces, and ministry employees were among those that were killed. Well, next up, several countries, including the US, have advised their nationals to leave Lebanon, and this due to escalating fears of a wider conflict in the Middle East. Now, Iran has pledged severe retaliation against Israel for the death of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. Now, Hezbollah fired rockets at Beit Hillel in northern Israel yesterday morning, which were intercepted by Israelis' Iron Dome. Now, Israel's Air Force retaliated with strikes in southern Lebanon, and Western officials worry that Hezbollah's actions could provoke a serious Israeli response, while diplomatic efforts continue to ease regional tensions. Well, next up, while most Olympic divers anxiously twiddle their thumbs at aquatic centres in Paris, Tom Daley, the 30-year-old Team GB diver who won his 5th Olympic medal earlier this week in his 5th straight Olympics, twiddles his knitting needles. Now spotted knitting during the women's synchronized 3-meter springboard final, the gold medalist revealed his hand-knitted Paris Games-themed sweater. Now, this charming creation features red, white, and blue hues with the flag trim alternating between France's tricolour and Britain's Union Jack. Now, the chest features Paris 24 with an Eiffel Tower inspired and the number 5 on the sleeve, which nods to his 5th Olympic participation. Now, Tom's Instagram, Made with Love by Tom Daley, delights over 1 million followers with updates on his cozy creations knitted during every spare moment in Paris. Well, definitely here for your incredible creations, Tom, and here for the rest of the headlines when it comes to all things sport. And here's G-Man one last time with the latest.
Well, after that, we kind of have to start with one of the biggest moments in sporting history, never mind just the Olympics alone, as the men's 100-meter sprint final was won by America's Noah Lyles, who outdipped Jamaican Kashane Thompson to win by 0.005 of a second in a time of 9.784. Incredible. But heartbreak for South Africa's Akana Simbine, who was yet again edged out of a medal. Not even a new national record of 9.82 was enough to make up the 100th of a second to American Fred Curley in a very fast and close final. And the night before, of course, saw St. Lucia celebrating as Julianne Alfred won their first ever medal, and she did it in style, storming to gold and storming right through the ladies' equally formidable lineup of sprinting stars. What a moment. Well, the moments just kept on coming this weekend in the Olympics. Novak Djokovic won his first Olympic gold medal by avenging his recent Wimbledon loss and defeating his modern rival Carlos Alcaraz 7-6, 7-6 in a pulsating match that some are hailing as the final of the year already. And of course, that added the final one significant jewel that was missing from the 37-year-old's glittering crown, and he now has that career golden Grand Slam. And in a day of close calls, Great Britain's Tommy Fleetwood had to settle for silver in the men's golf, falling agonizingly short of American world number one Scotty Scheffler, who underpinned that in yet another enthralling final. So let's get the bigger picture after a day of more firsts, including a brilliant Kelia Namor winning Algeria's first gymnastics gold, and then a sadly disappointment for Team SA with Ashley Moolman-Pasio placing 33rd in the women's cycling race with so much promise. Let's see where the medal tally stands. So we've got the United States dominating. They lead with 71 medals. That's in total, followed by China, notably equal on the 19 gold medals with them. Then France being rewarded on home soil with an impressive showing just behind them on 41 total medals. Brilliant performance. Then we've got Team SA still propped by Tatjana Smith's heroics in the pool, currently in 29th place with a total of 4, but that could start to change today. As later today, for Team South Africa, we got Wade van Niekerk kicking off his epic return to the Olympics alongside Sean Maswanganyi and Benjamin Richardson. That's in the 200 meters. Of course, Wade not in the 400 meters, while Miranda Charlene Coetzee leads the ladies in the qualification charge for the 400 meters. Then Francois Prinsloo and Victor Hogan, they let fly with the discus. Sport climbing stars Mel Janssen van Rensburg and Anya Holder, they enter the fray as well. Then the big one, the pinnacle of today's action, Prudence Chrysalis will be going for gold in the 800-meter final. That's at around 9:47 tonight. But tune in a little bit earlier to make sure you don't miss a second. She could take this one. By an outside chance, she could be there, but definitely a medal contention. Catch all of the action live on all of the SABC channels, on the 11 SABC radio stations, and of course, SABC Plus. Make sure you stay glued to the action.
Just 7 minutes after 8 o'clock, we've got to check in with your roads for the final time. And we're in KZN in Nottingham, where there's been an accident near Nottingham Road, resulting in a road closure. Recovery is in progress and delays are being expected, so do avoid the affected areas and plan your journey accordingly if possible. From KZN, we move to Gauteng in Pretoria, where there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound after ramp from Nigel Drive, and the left lane is blocked, causing slow-moving traffic. Well, that wraps up your roads for now. Let's have a final look at what's happening in your weather. The South African Weather Service has released only one warning for today, where the Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds and waves, which could pose risks to small vessels and complicate sea navigation between Saldanha Bay and Kosi Bay. The rest of the country is expected to experience mostly partly cloudy conditions. And that's quite welcomed after so much rain that we've had. For now, though, let's dip into that final morning view for this morning. And we had Navara from Malelane and Mpumalanga who shared this view with us. And yes, the cloudy conditions continue, but it looks like the sun is just behind that. Looks like you're going to have a great day out in Mpumalanga. Thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. And a reminder once again that you can continue doing so on 0634088863 on your Tuesday. We'll dip into that once again. And for now, though, let's look at your temperatures for the rest of today.
All right, so let's warm you up. If it's a little chilly outside, we'll warm you up from the inside, because Monday could be an amazing day. if you play Daily Lotto. Why? Because there's an estimated 500,000 Rand up for grabs.
$500,000, sign me up. Well, luckily, there are many ways to buy your tickets. You can go in-store or even head to nationallottery.co.za. That website is there for your use, or the mobile app. Now, you can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking or just simply by dialing *120 *7529# for all USSD.
Yeah, we're making it even easier for you because we want you to get this money. Now, we put all these details up on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check it out right now. And Panda, push up, play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand jackpot today, which could be yours if you play.
And we are winning big in studio, because let me tell you that we've got our Dart Olympiad champion. She's not only good at throwing, but also good at singing, and she's going to take us away with her single called Anho.
Woohoo!
Hi everyone, if you've just joined us, my name is Leah en ek gaan vir julle my nuutste enkelsnit sing. Hy is nou beskikbaar oral op digitale platforms, die video's uit op YouTube en sy naam is Aanhou.
You said you coffee store. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3, and we've got the Feel Good for you, okay? We put out a call on our social media, and we let it in your hands to say, do I have talent, yes or no? Well, I would like to be on the show with you, Carissa. And we said yes to one such individual, because joining us right now is Ethan. He's head of music at M&M Music and Performing Arts College, who did exactly that. Now, M&M Music and Performing Arts College focuses on each student who brings their own unique flair to performing and also creating. So let's give him a feel-good welcome.
Absolutely love what's going on here.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah,
doing
you good?
Doing good. Just really excited to be here.
Yeah, we're absolutely grateful that you're here. Thanks for answering the call. Thanks for showing up and sharing
you.
some of this magic. But let's talk about what M&M's doing and the creative perspectives that I think you focus on when it comes to M&M and what's really going on here. Talk to me about it, man.
I think, what's really special about, the college and the school is that we combine not only music, but also the performing arts side of things. So
which is quite important,
yes,
right?
there's singing, there's acting, there's dancing, all in one. So we believe in giving all the students like they triple threats. It's not just I can sing, or I can dance. We do all of that together. And I think the nice thing about it is that we encourage our students to collaborate with one another. So you'll see a little bit later, some of the students will perform.
Have you brought us a collaboration?
We brought a little collaboration for you, yes. So we've got some dancing, live music as well. And I think that's something that really stands out for us. And it kind of teaches them about the industry. You always need to work with people. You need to be able to work with different people from different places and be able to make that work as well. So that's something that we do at the school as well.
These kids are so young, man. How old do they start off at?
Look, it's from the ages of 16 to 25. So
Wow.
it's a college age. Yeah.
Okay, I love that you've also spoken about collaboration, because honestly, the spirit of collaboration needs to be pushed a lot more in the creative industry. That's how we're going to move forward at the end of the day, right?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about these students that you encourage their own unique creative flair. What is the overall vision when it comes to their creativity?
Yeah, so look, we do offer qualifications for these students, which are internationally recognized as well, which is really awesome. So we want to give them all the skills they need. So the qualifications and the courses are vocational, which means it's like they come, they learn practical. We've got like sessions where they perform songs for us. We crit them. We like, do that better, work on this. So I think it's a great safe space, if that's correct, to nurture that talent. But we also believe, there's so much talent in South Africa. I mean, Cape Town alone, there's just so much. And we want to create that space where, people that aren't maybe as, academically inclined, if I can say the great thing, but maybe you're not good with the numbers, or you feel like, okay, I'm not really one that wants to study science. You can be like, I really have a passion for music and the music industry. We want to give them all the tools they need in order to be able to make a success in the industry as well.
This is so cool. And I think there's so much genius that doesn't get exercised in the traditional academic systems. So you're providing an opportunity for people to really discover their talent, their potential and their gifts, and you're nurturing that in a beautiful way.
And I think even with that, sorry to break it, but we know for parents, academics is important. So even at our college itself, we offer the GED program where there's actually a tutor that's there with them constantly. So they'll do their music, they've got all the music done, and then they'll go to GED class and they can still get their academics as well.
I love that. It's like a beautiful hybrid approach. I've been looking for these new ways of educating, and I love this. This is the way forward, nurturing more than one genius, as I would say. For you being someone that has, let's say, answered this call, you're now live, you're here on TV, you're out here talking to the world. How does this feel for you personally, man? And what does it kind of mean for M&M Music, essentially?
I think for us as well, just to, obviously get the name out there, that there are other alternatives for everyone. And I think, the schooling and everything is also changing quite a lot. We know that online school, which is really a big thing. It's been taking, obviously, place since COVID. But I think many people are looking for that human interaction again. So at the school, we are seeing so many people come. It's a space where you can feel like, I'm safe here. We've got students that have never interacted with others before. They come and they see, wow, this person's just as cool or weird as me.
Probably on the weird spectrum.
Found my tribe.
I can be myself, And really, we bring that out of them. And we see them from, like, they come, the most shy person, like with a microphone, to when they leave on a stage performing in front of people. And you'll see some of that today with the students.
Listen, that's something I want to touch on because that's quite important to me. And I want to make sure you are doing this correctly. So you're not putting these kids in a box. You're not telling them how they should act and how they should be. You're allowing them to be themselves, right?
It's about their creative expression and freedom.
Hey, man, this is what I want in life. Where were you when I started school, bro? Come on.
I asked myself that question, like, where was this when I was at school? You just knew one way of
being, right? And
you would
also
have
when you
music at
step into
school,
your purpose, that's when you truly shine. So I love that you guys are tapping into that in Thailand. Also unearthing this potential, and I can't wait to see it all play out. Well, 2024 is almost a wrap. 2025 is around the corner, and I've heard that applications are now open.
Yes.
So how do people get involved?
Look, if they would like to apply or get to know more about the school, there's our website, triplema.co.za, or they can just email to admin@triplema.co.za, and we'll get in touch with you. We're currently having like open weeks at our school. So if you want to come experience the school, see what it's about, you're more than welcome to come through, spend a day with us.
Yes.
I mean, it's difficult to explain something than just to show it. Look, this is what we do. This is how you can perform. This is how you can sing, dance. So we're encouraging everybody to come to the school. We're based in Sunningdale Parkland side. So yeah, Cape Town.
I was about to ask where you guys based.
We're in Sunningdale in Cape Town.
Nice.
Absolutely
Thank you,
magnificent stuff. Thank you so much for this. And looking at the email, which is up on our screens right now. So for you, Mzansi, definitely dive into this one. If you want to find out more, if you want your kids to get involved, if you want to change people's futures, then I think admin@mma.co.za is exactly where you want to be. That's 3 M's, mmma.co.za. And that's exactly where you'll get all the answers to some incredible questions. If we haven't answered them already, well, we've got another reason for you to stick around, because they're going to be showcasing some of that magic that you could be reproducing in your kids if you allow their genius to be discovered. Eminem Music, that's where it's at.
All right, okay, so they dance, they sing, okay, they play music, but can they play darts is what I want to know. The most important question, yes, it's the Expresso Olympic Games, and darts is in firm focus this morning. Each participant has 3 darts to get as many points on the board. Obviously, you can see from 1 to 9, and of course, we've got our bullseye, so the top scorer earns 10 points with that bullseye. Second place gets 5, third place gets 3, and we want to take a little look at the leaderboard right now to see where we are in the greater scheme of things. I am dominating out front. Shaky Shakes in there just behind me, tied on the top. Carl Roscoe came in, and that's Roscoe Speckman nonetheless, did brilliantly. Lorenzo's there. Kewen came in with the 3 points, but we're going to invite some new competitors into the space to see if they can put themselves on the board. And this is in lieu of Good Hope FM being about to launch their campus presenter search, which is massive. So to plug in, we need 2 of the shining lights in the glittering crown that is Good Hope. Delusha, who is an award-winning producer, presenter, and everything else, and I'm hoping a devastatingly good darts player, is going to come and stand beside me here. Easy, looking like a hustler. Like a hustler coming in here like, I'm all scared. I don't know how to play darts. I don't have the longest arm in the country to throw a dart. Guys, how are you, first of all?
Very good. I'm a bit nervous because I feel like Easy has a really big unfair advantage.
Is your arm longer than
height-wise.
her body? Is what I'd like.
Look at that.
Close.
That's ridiculous.
Probably a whole torso, yeah.
Buddy, can you play darts?
I probably can.
I probably can.
I probably can. I'm not saying I can't.
Someone who says that probably had a lot of experience in the past.
Wow.
And you were a boarder, so I know you guys played that back at school.
I have a feeling that you can probably do anything in the sporting field, but you're playing against Delusha this morning, okay? She is my sporting spirit animal, all right?
You guys have high hopes for me.
I know, I'm just trying to pump you up, girl. I'm your hype guy. Okay, so Delusha, we'll give you the right to choose your darts and
I'm
to
gonna
go
go
first.
with the red.
Okay, so take all 3 darts, put yourself, I want to say a little bit closer than Easy to
He's
the
got
board.
yeah, can I have like a step forward?
You can just, there we go. You're in the right angle. I like the fire in the eyes.
Wait, they told me to stand like
Just
this.
think of that Turkish shooter, okay? Just have that kind of main character energy right now. All right, good. It's a range.
We're aiming for that.
It's just so the board knows what's
My
up.
sister always says just get it on the board.
Get
so
it
that's
on the
what
board.
I'm going to do.
Nice. A triple. Whoa. She opens with a triple 20, which is going to be pretty hard to beat, and an 18. That's not a bad opening round.
For someone who dropped
That
it
is
first,
not
I
a
feel like I
bad
made up
opening
for it.
round. All right, so we've got 98, buddy. Can you beat 98?
What do you mean she has 98?
Because I
She
got a triple.
20,
Do I have to stand here? Is this close enough?
I think so. Maybe take one step back. And I'm sorry, I know that's discrimination, okay, but just live with it, okay? Live with it. Ooh, opens with a 1. Okay. I
One.
I thought it would be more. I'm sorry. I thought it would be
Only one.
more impactful. All right. 14.
Yeah?
Huh?
Yo, hold on.
Oh, and a 20, 21, 34. Not bad, not bad. Is it going to beat 99, whatever you got? No. So Delucia is on the board. Okay, can we get a round of applause? When last did you lose to someone who was like a third of your size?
I'm losing on national TV, so...
It's okay. We all have our talents, my friend, and the two of you play out your talents every day in the most inspirational way. And I love the fact that you are opening the doors for the next generation to come through. Not that there's an age cap on it, but we are going to the campuses and we will reveal a little bit more about the campus presenter search that changes lives. We'll plug into them in just a moment to get the details on how you can get involved. And then, as she loves to do on a Monday morning, Carissa's going to spill some tea with our entertainment news. But can we get one last round of applause for our champions this morning, and in particular, Delucia, one of our highest scorers. In fact, she is on the leaderboard today. Look at that, triple 20 is what got the victory. Well done.
Are you a handy hero at home looking for your next project? This is your chance to get started by entering to win 10,000 Rand in cash each week from Plascon South Africa. Buy any Plascon product and post a pic of yourself with your product on social media with hashtag PlasconSA. Make sure you follow Plascon SA on Facebook and Instagram. Competition closes midday Friday, 9th August, so enter now. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I definitely want all those potential people that want to get on the front end to listen up to this conversation right now. We brought in the big guns from Good Hope FM, Cape Town's original. And they're looking for fresh young talent who have what it takes to become SA's hottest new radio presenter. Yes, I'm talking to you out there. So we got the one and only Kayizi in the building, is a DJ and radio presenter who won the previous Good Hope FM presenter search, apparently, and that was not after his first attempt. And we'll talk about that in just a bit as to why. But also a radio and award-winning producer. We have the one and only from the morning show, the Hit 30, Delucia Daniels in the building. Let's put our heads together once again.
Yes.
Radio royalty, eh? Should we call it that?
My people are
here. Yes. Are you guys good?
Great, man. Good to be here. You guys good?
Yeah,
Oh, we're
fantastic.
so
Have
good.
Your energy here for sure.
I'm so comfortable, especially being in the middle here. I got my Expresso fam, I've got my Good Hope fam
Yes.
going.
Sweet spot.
But Kay, your and my journey actually goes
Yeah.
back quite a bit,
Yeah.
right? We also were part of a similar presenter search together.
Yeah.
You beat me in that round. I took my L. I walked away saying, all good.
I'm going to be fair and say she was put under the spot. I remember it. It was 10 years ago, by the way.
That's crazy.
It was 10
You
years
just
ago.
aged me like 15 years.
And they made her take a call on stage, and I thought that wasn't fair. They
It
didn't
wasn't
make
fair.
They didn't make it.
Like
they didn't make me
live.
do that. Yeah, and she handled it like a pro.
Please.
And that's how she's still ended up on radio.
I'm
still
still
today.
beefing with Stan Mars. Let me just say that right now. Okay, but talk to us more about your journey.
Yeah.
You didn't quite win both times,
Yeah.
but you still are a winner today. So
Yeah.
how did that journey go for you?
Look, I mean, it was a great opportunity, firstly, to sort of understand what commercial radio really is.
Right.
And this platform is basically a way in the door. There's no set blueprint on how you become a radio presenter, how you find yourself behind the microphone. And none of us have the same story with regards to how we ended up on radio. So this is really, if you're trying to get into the building and find yourself somehow getting behind the microphone, I spent, I think, 6 months in a backup studio. No one knew. Yeah, no one knew I was in a backup studio for 6 months. Okay, I didn't live there.
Please clarify.
Yeah, I didn't live there. But I spent time practicing for 6 months every day before I even got to being on air. So just being able to get into the building to sort of learn, and this is what this is really about, opening the door for everybody to try and get on radio.
Yeah, and I think it's crazy to hear stories like that because you don't actually realize what it takes to get into a position like you have and the amount of hoops you've got to jump through and obstacles and people that you've got to know. So again, for an opportunity like this to just negate all of that and just dive straight into the front line, this is insane. I mean, again, being a product of something like that on TV, I was absolutely grateful, and it's thrown me into such an incredible position, and I respect the work that actually goes into this now. So let's talk about this, Delucia. This is something incredible, to say the least. What is really going on? How do people get involved in this, and what can they expect?
I think with this competition, it's really all about getting students to gain experience, because that's the best way you can learn, especially with radio. Everything we know from our own experience happens on the job. So basically, it's open to all students. And what I love about it is, yes, we're doing on-campus auditions, where we're doing it at Northlink College, the Tygerberg campus. We're doing it also at UWC. And then today, we start off at CPUT at the District 6 campus. So there are people who can come who are registered students of those universities. But if you're just a normal student that you're registered, you can go online and you can go onto the Good Hope FM website. You can submit your own thing. There's literally so many key moments that we've selected where we're like, this is how you must do a link. And show your personality. I think people think radio is very much a space of you have to be super extroverted, you have to be the loudest in the room. It's not that. If you've got something to say and you really have a great voice, go for it. The worst thing that can happen is you get said no, and it's not going to deter anyone. Kayizi did it twice. He's still here today. I never entered it, but I know from my own experience as a student, being in radio, having to study and learning at the same time, it is something that you cannot even quantify. It's insane.
Absolutely. No, I love that. And I mean, we all put in the years, and they say it takes 10 years in order to get to where we're at. I put in 9 years. Kay, I don't even know how many years you're at. Delucia, you too. It's almost like 10 years now.
Yeah, it's my 7th year now.
7th year that you've been doing this. So it does take time, but like you said, experience is what counts. So let's talk about what's going to happen. It's the 5th, the 7th, and the 15th that you're at campuses. What's actually going to go down?
Check this out, guys. I need energy, hey?
Yeah.
I need energy. We're going to be at CPUT today. If you are saying, I think I can do this, don't even doubt yourself. Just get behind the microphone and walk away from the microphone knowing that you gave it your best shot. All right? But energy is everything. And I'm emceeing, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. I dance. Well, what looks like dancing. In my mind, it looks like dancing. But we're also going to be teaching you what radio execution is, live and direct. And then we'll see, man. Each campus is going to have someone who will then go into the finale, which will be on my show, The Great Drive, every Monday to Friday between 3 and 6. And then the whole of Cape Town
is going to be listening.
And the Western Cape is going to be listening.
I might just start registering as a student and take that opportunity up. That sounds insane.
Stop it, Rob.
Wow.
But listen, so they're judges on the ground. So they're going to be determining a winner per campus.
Yes.
And in the online space as well.
And there's 2 online people that are going to win as well. So there are ample opportunities as well.
So 5 finalists?
Yeah, 5 finalists.
Oh my goodness. Kay, you ready?
Dude, I might be out of a job. But I mean, a great prize, the ultimate opportunity for you to get some on-air training, and also 5,000 Rand up for grabs, and awesome radio equipment. So it's really a great, great, great competition to be a part of.
I think this is a great opportunity to use some learning here. I think we've all been through somewhat of a process in terms of what you expect and then what you actually find out. In terms of maybe the polarity between those two, what's really stood out for you that you never thought of and learned is so important, being someone on the front end, a radio presenter, someone that is shown in not just radio, but also digitally on the front end too.
I think the one thing that surprised me the most is how relaxed the environment actually is. And I think people put us on a pedestal and they think, oh, we put the mics on, we've got everything all together. We don't.
We figure it out.
We literally go with the flow. And I think that's the beauty of radio is every day is different, but at the same time, you're only going to learn in that space by being there. And you're going to be surrounded by pretty cool people. I mean, we're quite cool.
I mean, come on.
I feel like you have so many people around you that's going to nurture you. And that's the point of this exercise, really, and winning this competition, even being a finalist, because you can be a finalist and not win, but still have an opportunity to grow in your radio space. So I feel like there's so much to learn, and you'd be surprised by how much you learn about yourself in that process.
Oh, I love that. Thank you, Delucia. Kay, come on. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with us this morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, if we have spoken to you right now, make sure that you get yourself in the running to potentially be part of the Good Hope FM family, and it is a cool family to be part of, all right? All those details are, of course, on screen right now. We start today and end off in a couple of weeks, so do make sure that you get yourself there. You've heard what it takes, so let's see.
And then back yourself, baby. Just back yourself. Now, I love Delucia is standing up here speaking because she brings to bear, it's not just the opportunity on air. She's a producer. She has built this career out of this kind of opportunity. So go and grab yours today, and all the best of luck. Well, after the break, we're going to chill things out just a little bit, get back in the kitchen to whip up an avo toast with a difference. We are leveling up with sardines and a little bit of acha. It's going to be a bazooka, flavor bazooka for your mouth. And then, of course, we need to have our foundations shook this morning, so we need to get into that entertainment news. Carissa has got the latest on what the stars have been up to. We'll get into that on the other side of this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's so good to be spending time with you. We're in the final hour, and we've got to get into some entertainment news. And joining me right now to get through everything to do with your favorite celebrities, we've got my favorite celebrities, Delucia Daniels and K-Easy from Good Hope FM. Thank you for being here and for sticking around. Do you like entertainment? You do?
Of course I do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah?
I love that.
Give me
that
the
wasn't
gossip.
a very sure yes.
Give me the gossip.
The spinner, and he's there. That's what he's saying. Well, listen, we need to get into the first story. And I feel like this is going to warm your heart so much because it's all about a TikTok sensation that's really made it big on the biggest screen. Now, a couple months ago, we saw something trending online. TikTok witnessed the rise of somebody by the name of the Don Mad Funds. He's a guy from South Africa out in KZN, and he's just got such amazing energy, and we could feel it through our phones. Now, his videos are mostly focused on him dancing. You can see on screen right now. Look at, Malume's got the moves, is all I'm saying. And he got featured in a great song, American DJ Gordo, as well as Drake.
What?
You heard me right. Drizzy Drake got together with a song called Healing, and they featured his entire story on the song. Like, he is the character in the story. And wait, there's more.
What?
Throughout the video, it's cool. We see him and his family dancing, doing their thing. And then at the end, they gave him a car. Oh, man. Isn't that so special?
That's awesome, dude. That's... And to hear Drake's name after everything, and for him to still be partnered with things that are helping other people out there, that's really awesome, man. Really awesome.
Well, in some ways, do you feel like Drake's trying to redeem himself because he has been thrown under the bus, so to speak?
Look, he's not like us, so I don't know.
Now I know which side you're sitting on when it comes to the beef, okay? Well, like I said, he did win a car, and not win a car, was gifted a car, and now he can back to the community. So it was nice to see them doing something like that.
And I think that's also the power of social media, really, because you want people like that to go viral, and to have that come back to you tenfold is so special.
Oh, I'm telling you, social media is where it's at, TikTok in particular. Well, moving from our phone screens to the small screens, we've got to talk about somebody in particular who's made his comeback. His name is Vuyo Dabula, and we're so glad to see him here. Now, he played Gaddafi on Generations. That's maybe where you saw him. Look at him flexing his muscles over there. Unfortunately, he was involved in a near-fatal shooting during 2022. It was a hijacking that turned bad, and he spent the whole of last year in recovery, which obviously means as a creative, you can't put out work that you would love to. So it's really good to see him on our small screens once again. And I think that's just so good for our creative economy to hear that really talented people are back and better, baby. Have you guys seen him?
I've seen him in the flesh. I've seen him in the flesh. I've seen him on screen. I've seen what happens when ladies see him.
Come on now.
I'm happy for him. Good to have you back, bro. But it's like, just stay away from this side, okay? Relax.
Cape Town is where we'll stop you at the airport. No, we love to see you, Vuyo. Thank you for being here, and we can't wait to see you on the new show that you'll be part of. Well, we got to move on to international news. Chrissy Teigen, she put out a post on social media, and it got a lot of people talking because they noticed something that wasn't necessarily normal. So she put out a photo in the Olympics with her children, and her son Miles had a little monitor on his arm. He's 6 years old, and people were like, what's going on? A couple of people assumed things, and then eventually she came out with a post saying, yes, you may have been speculating, but here is the truth. Miles actually has been diagnosed with diabetes type 1. Now, she said that she took him to the hospital after dealing with Shigella, which if you're a parent, you might have dealt with this yourself. It's a bacterial infection caused by messy food and water. And then from there, they diagnosed him to be diabetic. And at just 6 years old, I mean, can you imagine his life changing?
I remember when it was announced growing up, Nick Jonas had diabetes, and he still does. He has type 1. And I remember going through that journey with him through the screens. And I feel like there's so much more that people can do now. There's so much more medication that they can help, especially at such a young age. And I feel like they're really great parents. They've shown that throughout the years, and I feel like he's in such great hands as well. It's really always unfortunate, but there's so many ways to overcome that. I mean, Sasha Zverev, the tennis player, he also has type 1 diabetes, and he's been doing phenomenal things. So I feel like there's always room for improvement and growth and just to be taken care of.
A bright future ahead for him regardless. 6 years old, it's not a death sentence. I mean, he can still continue doing his thing. It is, like you said, for life, but there are interventions in place. Well, we've got to get into chats about Cardi B. Sticking in the hip-hop world, the duo that is Cardi B as well as Offset are making trending headlines because she has once again, yes, you heard that right, filed for divorce. Now, this is the second time she's done so. 2020 would have been the first time we saw her.
That's the ones that we know of.
That's also true. The ones that they came out with.
I feel like there were more. And then she's like, no, we're fine. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, we're not fine. It's just more and more and more.
And what's crazy is that initially she said, and I quote, it's actually, let me get the words right, irretrievably broken. That was their marriage. That's what she said in 2020. And then 4 years later, she tried again. No?
But they got 3 kids together.
Yeah. Well, the third one's on the way now.
Yeah, the third one's on the way. Well, something's repaired, you know? I'm just saying.
You're not wrong. Well, she made an announcement with this gorgeous, gorgeous dress that she put up. She also made a comment saying, with every ending comes a new beginning, and I'm so incredibly grateful to have shared this season with you. You have brought more love, more life, and of course, renewed my power. So
I'm so confused. But you know what? To each their own. I can't judge you.
Cardi B especially. I love that woman down. I love her so much that I'm like, it's okay. For the 5th, 6th, 7th time, if you guys get back together, we'll journey along with you, Cardi B. That's all right, okay? You've dropped out, no? I'm no longer here anymore. Well, that is your entertainment news, catching up with the latest when it comes to your favorite celebrities. And we've had our favorite celebrities on the couch. Delusha, KEZ, thank you for joining us. And we'll catch you next time for your entertainment news.
Well, as our amazing women here in this little ecosystem keep proving, South African women have more than proven their value over the decades, certainly in the narrative here in South Africa. And not only is the 9th of August National Women's Day, but the whole month is dedicated to shining a light onto our ladies here in South Africa by simply adding an avo to our very special person's diet. A woman can now also enjoy so many health rewards. So get busy, roll up your sleeves, and do something for the person that you love so much. That's why today we are making mouth-watering toast with sardines, avo, and achar. All right. Yeah. I've never tried this flavor combination before. I don't think a lot of people would have because these are quite strong flavors.
It stops at like sardines and salt and pepper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or avo or achar. You know? But with strong flavors, if you find the right combo, it can work. I love the saltiness and the umaminess of the sardines, and I would often have lots of salt with my avo, salt and black pepper, so you can kind of get the
get out can work. Yeah,
I really think it can.
It's starting to make sense, weirdly enough.
And it's really simple. So we know that sardines, great source of protein. Just absolutely brilliant. One of the cheapest, healthiest proteins that you can get.
Yes.
So we're going to warm those guys up just to release the flavors, and you're going to cook them with, I say cook lightly. You literally are warming them through with a bit of the achar to get those oils kind of all infusing, get the flavors all activated, if that's a word you use.
I love that word, man. Activated. Obviously, the fish is already cooked, but again, we're warming it up so that we can get everything to dance together. And the dance that we're doing with the sardines in the pan is that it's going to be dancing with salt, pepper, and achar. Now, if you try my achar, you like my achar, you buy my achar. I don't know if any of you guys can remember that line from Leon, but this is going into the pan as well. So the achar is kind of going to absorb with the sardines. What I am going to suggest is keep a little bit of the achar just for later, and we're going to use that as our garnish, as we spoke about earlier.
Very
but what I'm going to do is simply let this bath together, dance together, and create a lovely pool of flavor with these sardines.
Absolutely.
Not forgetting the salt and pepper. Yeah.
I love that, man. And you're right. That's literally all you need. To create the avo, obviously, we want something delicious as the sounding board here. So we've got our avo, we've got a bit of olive oil, really, really healthy, great anti-inflammatory properties, believe it or not. And we put some olive oil in, as I said, and a little bit of lemon juice. And a little bit of lemon goes a long way with avo to keep it fresh, so it prevents it from oxidizing or going brown. The thing with avos, and we are so blessed because we get the best avos in the world here in South Africa, but they are golden. Studies have shown that the lutein in avos, along with the monounsaturated fats, the fiber, the other bioactivated compounds, make this creamy fruit literally that, almost medicine, particularly attractive for a healthy brain, essential for all women out there who are expected to consistently multitask at home and at work and just maintain a ridiculously high level of performance. This is the food for you. Avos are among the quickest and the easiest ingredients to whip up at any time as well. And literally, you can have them for any meal of the day. This dish in particular delivers a serious omega-3 kick thanks to the sardines coupled with the heart-healthy fats in the avo, and we've got the beautiful fiber to kind of bring it all together. Also, the avos are high in B vitamin called biotin, which contributes to the maintenance of normal hair and skin. So not only are avos really great for women's health, but they can make you look and feel absolutely amazing. That looks great. I'm going to mix up our avo, give it a quick little blitz, and then we can start combining.
Yeah, man.
Beautiful.
Oh, that was quick and easy, bro. The fact that you're talking about this recipe the way you have is reminding me how good this is. Gosh, the nutritional value coming through here.
I know.
And then I haven't had this opportunity ever, but somehow I'm going to try and just like push this scent and smell towards Mzansi, because honestly, it's almost like caramelized. It's bringing in the sweetness to it, which I think is actually coming from the achar. So the heat is almost, yeah, bro.
Hey, listen, a curried sardine has got a vibe about it, hey?
It's weirdly good, right?
Ooh, I'm loving that. I think that's perfect, buddy.
It is perfect. I think it's ready. Let's be careful with the pan here, because I'm going to place the sardines.
I'm going to bring this closer to you. There we go. And I'm going to place our avo down first.
Gosh, this smells so good.
I generally put too much avo on, always.
Is that a thing? Is there such a thing as too much?
Too much avo, yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. But it looks beautiful.
Oh, nicely done.
And of course, it's going to keep that beautiful color because of the lemon in there. It's going to prevent it from going brown, but not that these are going to last too long. Oh, that looks exquisite.
I'm so proud of us, man. Look at this.
You are right. The smell of this is absolutely amazing. Okay, now, so since she's arrived on the show, Carissa has been thrown under the bus about 50 times. Yeah, generally with the fitness stuff, because we like to really abuse the enthusiasm. So we want Carissa to come in now and do her like 9th taste test of her journey thus far.
She's earned it. She's worked out. She's gotten changed like 3 times or 4 times today.
You really have. Okay, so I'm going to ask you this because this is quite a strong flavor profile, but it's come together beautifully. Are you like a sardine kind of a person normally? Honestly, your eyes are telling me a different story.
Do you want my TV answer or do you want my real answer?
No, because it took me a while to get into it, but I love the saltiness of it now. Now that I understand the value of that protein, we are going to give you a bite. Can we get a knife to cut a little bit more of a manageable slice here? So what I've got
are these pilchards?
They are sardines.
Sardines. I grew up eating them. Butter knife.
Let me try to get a sharp one if I can. Thought I'd challenge you.
I grew up eating it, but in like different forms, like pastas even. My mom would make that.
Sharper for you?
Yeah.
That's not a knife.
What is that, by the way, guys? I don't know, but I think that might just do the trick.
Because the toast feels quite
done. Oh, there we go.
Okay, let's see.
She's even doing a little bite size. I love that.
It's a TV bite.
And this, for me, is the best of everything. You've got great protein, great fats, great fiber. Happy Women's Month.
It's for you.
Thank you.
Hey, I can feel your big brain growing. That brain cell that I borrowed from you the other day, I think I've just given it back to you.
With the megas.
It's actually so delicious. I took a small bite because I was a bit scared.
But
it's actually really good. Also, what do you put at the bottom? The avocado creamer?
Do you like it?
I love
And
it.
I actually want to try some.
Well, you can lick it off her.
Really, my top one and some too.
I'm going to try some of that too.
Oh, man. When a meal is that good that you've literally got to wear it, you know you have ticked all the boxes. I absolutely love it. So we're going to celebrate our South African sisters in style and do it in every way that you can, whether it's something small in the kitchen or something big, just do it. But when you are in the kitchen, make sure that you add an avo. Make your special day, month, the rest of the year, an ongoing celebration with gorgeous green deliciousness straight from Mother Nature herself. And add an avo to literally every meal, because you can.
Maybe not your arm, though.
Yeah.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We got a few seconds left to savor with you, and whether you smell like pilchards or sardines or not, we don't care. Just put it on you, man. It's all good. No, today you can put whatever you want on if you win the Daily Lotto. Why? Because there's 500,000 Rand up for grabs.
That's
Boom.
nice. Well, luckily, there are just so many ways that you can go ahead and buy your tickets, including in-store, or you can head over to the nationallottery.co.za website, or even on the mobile app. Now, you can also purchase a ticket through your cell phone banking, or simply by dialing *120 *7529# for all USSD.
You've got options. And on top of the options that you have, we also put all these details on our Expresso social media pages, so you can go check them out right now. Here's a reminder to panda, push up, play the Daily Lotto for an estimated 500,000 Rand in jackpots today, and that's for you to win big. What are you waiting for?
Oh my gosh, let me tell you that you have been waiting, but we're going to bring you something so incredible. It's one of my favorite songs, and this rendition might just climb the charts to be my favorite rendition. Doing Creep by Radiohead is Eminem Music and Performing Arts College.
Hey guys, we're part of Eminem Music and Performing Arts College, and we're going to be performing Creep by Radiohead for you.
Come on. Woo.
When you were here before, couldn't look you in the eyes. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. You float like a feather in a beautiful world. You're so very special. Yeah, I wish I was special, but I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. I wanna have control. I want a perfect body. I want a perfect soul. But I'm a
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.